Betty. Ugh. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to get anything done this weekend, it's about the best day to do it because it's going to, after Sunday, it's going to get very warm and you're going to be feeling like a hot piece of meat on a grill. Let me see, let me get my one, the barbecue. But anyway, you don't want to be the steak, do you? No, we don't think you want to be the steaks. So that's one of the reasons why you might want to take advantage of today, tomorrow, and Saturday to get anything done that you need to do. Because by next week, it's going to be a high of 33, 34 degrees Celsius.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. Toasty. Yeah, you. Okay, so we did salvage the show from yesterday after it had some unsavory visitors. So it's up there, and you can watch it. And good morning, Tiger Kitty. I'm gonna get ready to open up the panel, which you only have the link, and Tiger Kitty has the link to the panel. So if you want to join, you gotta ask Tiger Kitty for the panel link. Do not ask me. Okay? So you have to reach out to her by Discord, by email, whichever way is available to you. Also, because the unsavory people, we will not be showing the panel on the screen. Well, do you want this channel to get struck by YouTube and destroyed? No, I don't think so. You really want to see this channel go? I don't think so. Go elsewhere. Yep, so I did call up the next doctor of the chain of dentists to talk to. And I mean by chain because the fact is I use tobacco and they want me to do a cancer screening, which should not be a problem. That's another dentist. And the appointment for that is on September 9th at 3:15 p.m., which for Uber should not be a problem. I'll just make the appointment in advance so that I can get up there, get the job done, and get home. Then, everybody gonna just do the checking for a biopsy, or are they gonna do more than that? Okay, here's Tiger Kitty right now. Let's see if it's really Tiger Kitty. Add one. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, sorry, I'm you.
Yeah, I'm doing right. How are you?
Yeah, I saw that you made the appointment. Well done, Michelle.
Yeah, well, she told me, she said, well, the soonest we can do is just September 9th. Listen, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so we'll get what we can, get as many appointments done as we can, and get things done as fast as we can. As to stay out of trouble. So, like I said to the audience this morning, we're not going to be showing the panel on the screen. So, because I don't know how the person got it, and I'm not going to allow them to try to destroy my channel. I think you understand that.
So it's going to be so hot, Michelle. What are we going to do?
Well, next week is going to be even more spicy.
You're
gonna feel like a steak in a Barbie. Oh yeah, definitely. When you see by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you might as well slather on some barbecue sauce so you can cook nice and golden brown. Yeah. It's in Torrington. This is a MicheleMarieDalene group.
I think it said something surgeons. So, yeah,
Right.
it's a specialist that.
They want to do an autopsy. They want to do a biopsy on my jaw and my
Funny you
teeth
said
around that
autopsy.
area to make sure there's no cysts or anything.
Yeah, they're just going to make sure everything's all right before they go ahead. It's quite normal, Michelle. Don't worry about it.
I think Sherry's right. I don't think we really necessarily have to worry about anything. That slightly sore tooth from yesterday from all the clenching is not sore today because I'm not clenching my jaw. I'm doing my best.
You got to remember, Michelle, when you went to the dentist, he stuck things right down into the roots and stuff.
Yeah, right. It's a top one. It was the top one that was complaining a little bit.
Yeah, he's poked around and he's
Yeah,
probably a bit sensitive for now.
it's the bottom tooth on the right side. I guess when you see right side, when you're looking at his mouth, it's number 32, which is on the bottom jaw. Physically, it looks fine, but it's a loosey-goosey. And the other one on 17 on the left side is the ticking time bomb. So I don't know if he wants them to pull them out at the same time or what. We'll find out.
When he pulls them out, if you could ask him if you can save number 17 and number 32. I've got buyers for those. I'm just trying to make you some money, Michelle.
I know. Good morning, Hammer Nails. Welcome back to the main show.
Good morning, Hammer.
We're going to try to get the truck in today. We will try.
Hey, truck game. Everyone's been asking.
At least the truck is in a room that has air conditioning.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
As far as playing Turtle WoW with my steering wheel, besides it seems really kind of bizarre. It is doable, but I think maybe the Xbox controller might be a little more feasible.
Yeah. You don't want to be moving people around with steering wheels, do you?
Because you're still going to need to be able... They can still use the button box to select your spells like we normally do in the game.
Right.
And you would just use your T-pad to actually go forward, right, left, backwards. And you can still use the other one, which is sometimes done with the mouse to, move around the screen.
Yeah.
And that would be, we're using joy to key. So that would be one way to play it. And you can do the same thing with the steering wheel. I just think it's...
Well, you need to get back on the truck. People want the truck. It is, I will watch the truck. No offense, but World of Warcraft, unless you're playing that, I don't think it's much fun. I guess it's fun for you guys, but watch.
As far as you people who are into the retail WoW, you will now discover that Blizzard wants to shut down the ability to install add-ons. I wonder if the reason they want to do that is to make the gameplay more consistent, because some of the people with different add-ons have got all kinds of crazy cheats. Oh, yeah.
Well, lucky you, David. It never gets hot enough for him to turn his AC on.
I'm used to sitting in a sweat lodge for several hours. Well, I'm not.
No,
so anyway, we also were discussing something this morning on the show with this PVC cord. That it's getting brittle and hard, and thinking about replacing it. I was thinking about replacing it with a new cloth cord, but then I realized that there's a couple of minor annoyances with using a cloth cord here. Number one is, how in the heaven's name are you going to get a cloth cord to be inserted into the headset grommet without basically having it unravel? Well, I was showed one way is what they were doing in the old phone systems when they were using the same kind of wire for phone switches, beeswax or in this case, nail polish. You just put nail polish on the strands so they don't unravel.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
That's certainly an idea, but would it really look good with a cloth cord?
I don't know.
I think it would. It would still be black. See, his reason why it's still supple here is because this cord didn't get near my human body and all its sweatiness. This here, I gotta be careful because this could break on me. I don't really want to damage my headphone cord. What about the new cord you got that you bought with the TRRS plug on the end? Oh, that's another option. I already got the plug, right? Yeah.
Boom. Good morning,
Hello,
Rocky.
how you doing, David?
Rocky.
Or what you could also do is, right now where this plug here is you could chop this off right here and put a TRRS plug on one end and an inline TRRS jack on the other end. So that way you can still, just like A1 telephone repair says, you can use any cord of any size, any color, any style. Instead of being hardwired, that could be an advantage. Yes. Nice black one with a sleeve and a strain relief up here. A little kind of clunky, but on the other hand, that might be a quick solution for the time being. Yep, not much. This looks just mighty fine for me. It's like sound like Bigard say, make it so number one. Yeah, David said I have a window fan in my room and one of those column fans that I can put where I need it. I used to go hiking in 100 plus heat all the time, so he doesn't really bother me too much. Yeah, the heat used to bother me a lot more. But you're right, as long as there's some airflow, it's not so bad, because I found out that, like in this room here, if I have this window fan on here, which I do, pulling a soft breeze at me, it's not so bad. But if the fan's off and the air is dead stale, I'm not going to be happy with you. Yeah. Right now, the problem is that the utility bills are going up so much that most people just can't afford to run air conditioners. Now, let me ask you a question, though. Would you buy the heavy-duty switchcraft plugs, or would you go with the lighter-duty ones? I don't know. I could probably go with the heavier switchcraft ones, but they're just kind of. I want to keep the cord as light as I can. This cord is stiff as a garden hose, and you want a cord that's lighter than this.
Well, is it bothering you that it's stiff? Don't play with it. Just leave it dangling.
Yeah, I usually do.
Just have a reserve lined up, because you know it's going to bugger up at one point when it starts cracking.
But you know what? What you could also do is that if she'd install that adapter, or she can use any standard 1/4-inch cord, she could even plug in a Bluetooth transceiver so that she could actually use these headphones with Bluetooth. True.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. By the time you've done all this, though, is it cheaper just to buy a new set of earphones?
Well, let's put it this way. If you can get a new pair of headphones that don't look like crap, don't sound like crap, and don't suffer from deterioration as fast as some of the old ones do, these AirPads are pretty good. Yeah, these new AirPads.
That is a new pair, isn't it? Didn't Stan buy you a new pair?
The AirPads are new. I'm gonna get the same ones on the other one stand up because those AirPods are okay, but they are starting to suffer from just being old and hard, and but they're okay for the time being. Yeah.
That'd be a cheaper option, Michelle, and an easier option. Just replace the ear pads on the one Stan got you, and then you're all set. You got a new cord.
Yeah, well, that cord is going to have the same cord. The problem is this one's going to have is its vinyl cord is going to deteriorate too. It just is. It's just because we're in the 70s, 80s. It's still going to deteriorate too. So, yeah, you know it's going to come up sooner or later. I already replaced this cord once, so the problem is around human sweat, the PVC just deteriorates.
Right.
And the same is true with the little mini earbuds you find. If you ever find those earbuds, the ones that are wired after people wear them or headset, the cords on those will just deteriorate the same way. This the PVC loses its elasticizers.
Krista, they look exactly the same as the one she's wearing. I believe they're exactly the same earphones, aren't they? That Stan got you, Michelle.
What's that?
Did Stan get you the same earphones?
They're slightly newer model than these.
Which I would imagine would be a better earphone if it's a newer model.
Well, they work with this mixer board too, but we use them in the truck.
Oh, okay.
That the problem when we use them in the truck is there's a little bit of latency, so we don't like to hear ourselves echoing and after we say something. So that's why we drive one with the boom mic. We can
Discord,
use. We can use
what
it.
is going on with Discord? How comes in Discord we all have problems with our volume, but it seems to work okay on YouTube?
Well, YouTube has got different software, and I don't know. I think
if I stick my headphones in on Discord, everything's fine. But if I just use this mic, it's not fine, which is the mic in the laptop.
Yeah. Some people on Discord are deafening. I mean, I noticed that. And other people...
Yeah, it can be, yeah. Especially if you got headphones on. It's not so bad if you don't wear headphones, but if you got headphones on...
I mean, some people don't realize that they might want to calibrate their microphones to SMPTE standards, but they don't know what that is. And this software and some applications does have automatic volume control. This, for me, I have everything done by hand. So I have my automatic volume locked in at a certain whatever I set it and forget it, because that way I don't get so all of a sudden talk suddenly soft and come back in the wrong time. All of a sudden I'm blowing everybody's ears in.
Good morning,
thank you, Ray Fowler. Much appreciated. Yeah, there's some. I think for Michelle, I think that just installing an inline cord here would probably be the best solution, so she doesn't have to tear the headphones apart again. Because I don't think there's gonna be enough room inside there for the plug, and the microphone connections to the little speaker or drivers. I don't think there's a lot of room in there. There isn't. No. Good morning. How you doing, Rocky? Welcome to the show today. Hi, Tiff. How you doing? Yeah, so... I mean, I could buy... I notice a lot of the microphones that are available on the market now is that they have become very expendable, for lack of a better term, because they're not really made that well to take a heavy-duty use like a show like this, because they tend to fall apart fairly quickly because of the way they're soldered to the connections and stuff. I'm glad you're doing okay. We did a lot of environmental work at one time, but mostly concentrate on the protection of ancient archaeological sites from development.
Michelle, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to make a cup of tea.
Okay, that's fine. So let me talk to my audience at the same time. Well, let me put it this way from a modern archaeology perspective, i.e., vintage electronics. There are reasons why people collect old vintage gear. One of the reasons is it's the people who made the gear put a lot of consideration into what they were making. They wanted the gear to last a long time. It costed more money back then, but then again, a pair of headphones that costed $100 back then, i.e. studio monitor headphones, those things are designed to be used in heavy-duty situations. Same thing with broadcast studio microphones, headphones, where you're going to be facing some rough handling day in and day out use and abuse. I mean, you could be, let's be honest, you could be the most gentle person in the world, but something always happens. The microphones always get knocked on the floor, the cords get yanked, and twisted and tripped over. This one has been driven over by my wheels of my chair over and over again. This cheap Chinese PVC cord has stood up to all of that. This cord, I bought this in 2014 to replace another cord that I bought cheap secondhand on eBay for an extension cord that could not even pass the basic durability test. Then when this original coil cord on these headphones went bad, this cord was sitting in the drawer, looking sad and lonely. I said, "You want a new job?" He said, Yeah. Good. Well, I marry you to my headphones, and then you'll be in work every day for the life of your endearing life. And it has survived fine. And that's one of the reasons why I'm saying is that this cord has been a sturdy, stocky, proud little cord through ins and outs, being rolled over by my chair's wheels over and over again, constantly being yanked and pulled and twisted, and has survived. I don't even know if the company that made this cord in China is even still making it. But if you were, whoever you are, I think you did a great job, and you should keep making cords this way. And thank you for the follow, too. Thank you, Mitch. I'm sorry. I don't have the funds for that, but thank you anyway. But do me a favor another way. Don't forget to share out my video to everybody you know. And if tell them we are a peaceful, quiet channel, we'd love to have new viewers that don't mind being a non-drama channel. Oh, yeah! Yeah, but then I'd be yanking it out of my board every time. I think 3 foot's a little too short. I think 2 meters is realistic. Yeah, but then I'd be hamstrung. I think 15 foot is okay. This is a 20 footer. Actually, it's 12, I think. Yeah. So I usually swing it over just like so that way the cord doesn't get cut on the wheels. Or what I'll do sometimes is I'll take this cord and I will tuck it into the chair arm in the back here so that the cord doesn't go flying into and it's still safely over my wheels of my chair so my chair doesn't keep crushing the wires. But the point is, it points out that whoever this Chinese company was, they made some good wire. I'll tell you that. Well, it depends what you're using it for. I mean, if you're walking around on the street listening to your rock and roll band with your Walkman, yeah, I think then that would be definitely, besides, everybody would think you're kind of weird. Oh, gee, I got a hipster listening to a Walkman with big, giant, heavy headphones. Shut up already, it works!
Krista, somebody came in offering to do a bit of work for Michelle, but
yeah,
she doesn't have the money to pay people to get her some followers.
I just told him that.
Yeah. Thanks anyway.
Yeah, I told him that too. I said, but you want to be nice and share it out to a few people and kick, that'd be wonderful, but you could also use the same kind of thing here with YouTube, but let's not do that because YouTube can get really mad about it. Right. My USB hubs are right underneath my desk. Well, one of my hubs is right in my monitors. They both have a standard USB 3.0 hubs. One is being set as a USB 2.0, which is this monitor's set as a USB 2.0, because I didn't have a USB 3.0 cord. Now I do, but why bother? It's working. Yeah, but the thing is, that's the nice reason why my neighbors probably never complain too much of the show, is because the only person they hear yelling is me. Oh, don't forget Carmen and me. Oh yes, you too. It can be a riot when those two get going in an argument with me and that threesome. It does happen. It does. By the way, for those of you who want to join the Discord, please do join the Discord, because this is where we all get together and we all party hardy. Because tomorrow night is the Discord live stream on Saturday. So Saturday, not tomorrow. But you know what? Maybe we might do tomorrow. You know why?
Really?
Maybe
we do a night.
Friday
night show.
One time we'll play Turtle Wow tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we play Turtle Wow tomorrow. But, let's see how that goes with, because, sometimes plans change, as I have a lot of times around here. Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you feel up to it, do it. If not,
What's
don't
that?
worry about it. If you feel up to doing it, do it. If not, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's not a normal show you do anyway. So say you might do a show. Not you're definitely doing a show.
So the morning show would still be here on YouTube, but depending on if we play Turtle Wow tomorrow night. If we do play Turtle Wow tomorrow night, then there won't be a Discord Friday night show, but there usually is Saturday. So if you join the Discord now, let's just explain this to the new people, which is not most of you, because most of you are all there already. When you join the Discord, you are not verified yet. To get verified, you need to start interacting with the other people in the Discord. We can see what kind of stuff you do, watch, talk about. However, for the Discord show, in the lounge, you come in, you can talk, but you can't show your video, and you can't post any links. That's only to protect us. Also, to double protect us, just like tonight, we're not showing the panel on Discord. Sure, we've cheated a few times and did, but because of the danger of unsavory people, we are not showing the panel. So if you are looking to be a part of the show.
So, Michelle, did you think anything more about what Grizz and
What's that?
Gigi, did you think any more about what Gigi and Grizz was telling you about having the overlay in OBS so that when you bring someone up, it covers them? So even if they did show porn or a skin, you wouldn't even see it.
You'd still see them though, but thank you very much.
Thank you, Brandon.
Because remember when you look at unlike say on
musical note.
Unlike on the Discord links, the way the YouTube panels work is they constantly change position.
Yeah, I saw you did show that yesterday, but yeah.
But that would work fine with the Discord side of things. You could make an overlay specifically just for Discord so that nobody could see any of the people on below the links. Just crop it so that only the featured pictures on the top of the screen. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, we could do that. Because the format's consistently the same across the scenes. Right. Absolutely. That's very true. Let's get some hearts out here for that. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Smile the shepherd and the sheep. The sheep will scatter. Yeah, the Discord is kind of fun, Tiff. That's why we do it.
It can be.
I had an inspiration for a song, which I'm going to be putting together shortly. By me and ChatGPT came up with it. Based on Carly Simon's "I Haven't Got Time for the Pain," and it talks about teeth. That should be interesting. I got to see how that's going to sound.
Michelle, when you think about it, your teeth are not waiting all this time because you are getting something done in between.
Yeah.
So get that done. And did you ask them if they're removing the teeth?
I did ask them. I did ask Dr. Scottio if they wanted the teeth removed. He didn't get back to me yet.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Tiff. Much appreciated again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tiff. I can't see, but thank
Everyone
you.
have a greatest day.
Okay. Noodles. I think this is our Noodles. Hello.
Okay, you're not showing the panel, so it's okay.
I'm seeing a hole in the ceiling.
It's him.
Yeah,
Michelle, it's me.
How you doing?
So, Michelle, are you willing to try something different to get out of this shadow band thing that you're now in?
I'm not shadow banned.
Are you sure about? So, Tiger, when do you get notifications?
No,
for
Michelle's not shadow banned whatsoever.
Let me see if I got. I'm usually here before the notifications.
Right, because I just started.
I mean, I can ask Google feedback if I am shadow banned, but I don't think I am.
So here's the thing: I get notifications through my email, right? I get notifications from through Discord, but I never get them through YouTube for you.
Well, I can ask YouTube feedback later on Team YouTube if they can check it for me.
No, I didn't get one from you either. No, yeah, I've not got one. Did anyone get one?
This has been going on for a while, and I told her about this, and I tried unsubbing and resubbing. It doesn't work.
Purple heart.
Well, I could reach out to them this afternoon on Team YouTube and see what they say.
All right, but Michelle, are you willing to try something new, or
let's try to start out sorting the question you asked about first. Let's find out what they tell me.
Well, I can tell you for sure, Michelle. They're not sharing.
No one
now.
says he gets them. He said he gets them on his notifications.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go back on YouTube, and see if I
Hammer
get them.
doesn't.
Bradley said
I
he's
know.
getting them as well.
All right. Oh, maybe it's certain people. Weird.
It's weird because I unsubbed and subbed again, and I still don't get them. Like what happens is I'll be on YouTube, and YouTube will show me that you're live, but I will never get a notification from YouTube. There's not even the mentions, nothing like that, Michelle.
Gemini does not get them.
Well, that's a problem that's existed for a long, long time, at least since 2015. That's not.
Chris Bliss does not get them. The majority of your viewers, Michelle, do not get notifications.
I'll ask them later on Team YouTube.
No. Okay, well, Michelle, let's pretend that you do that, which I don't think you're going to do, but if you do that, and then they tell you, yes, in fact, you are shadow banned.
And you also can also turn it off if they want to tell me why, because they can explain it to me and they can disable that as well.
When has YouTube ever done that for you?
Usually when you get shadow banned on YouTube, it's usually because you cover things that are kind of politically motivated or very strongly kind of is for conservative. They don't really like a conservative platform on YouTube.
Okay, so Michelle, when has YouTube ever fixed anything that you ever complained about?
Well, a couple times. But it depends which department I talk to. That's just it.
No sleep, gang. Brad, please tell me you are not driving around with no sleep.
Thank you for the super chat.
Love you, Michelle, and everyone.
Did you see him last night with those eyes, Tiger?
Yeah.
They were like pinholes.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Golden Girl.
Thanks for the membership, Golden. Thanks for the donation, Brad. Good show to say today, Michelle. It's only 10:30.
This shows that he sent me $2 donation.
You got another one earlier.
And I did earlier. Total donation so far is $10.98.
You've only been going half hour. Not bad.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, are you willing to try something else to get new subs, to get anything like that, or no?
No, so we're doing the pre-show in the morning. That is going to help a bit.
No, it's not.
Is once people start noticing the pre-shows, they're not going to be at a fixed time, though, and they're not always going to be every day. They are more or less.
Michelle, they're not getting notifications for the pre-shows. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, some people have. Some people have.
Michelle, everything that you've tried, Michelle, I'm sorry to say this, but everything that you've tried has never worked out. Name one thing that you've tried that's worked out.
Well, I can't talk to YouTube right now because I'm running a show right now, so I'll have to call them.
I'm not saying about talking to YouTube. I'm saying name one thing that you've tried to do that has worked out in your favor on YouTube.
The morning show. The morning show and the Saturday night shows do fine.
Michelle, if you got any new people here, it's because you were doing the verticals.
We have been getting new people here, but then they left because they realized this isn't their cup of tea. We already know that.
Okay, so you're just going to stop?
Michelle, hang on. Michelle, why don't you ask Noodles what he has in mind and hear him out?
I know what he's going to promote. The problem is even the verticals aren't really working that well for me. They're not. They don't. I've tried them many times. They don't work for me.
What do you mean they don't work for you? That's bullshit.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, we know it's that, but there's nothing I can do about it.
They're working again, Michelle. They had a bit of a lull where they didn't work, but they're back up again now, so you need to start up again.
So the reason why I'm saying this, Michelle, is because I got an email from YouTube saying that they're going to start dubbing the audio of your shows for your German fans, your Swedish
Yeah, they're
fans,
offering that
your Russian
option to
fans.
do audio dubbing. Yes. I don't think we're gonna set that up right now because majority of my viewers are English speakers. They're not any other countries to do that with right now.
So you don't want any of those? Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be something we need to worry about because we don't have very many people outside of English-speaking countries watching our show.
You know, I heard someone last night, Michelle, said you haven't done anything cool in a while. There's been nothing that you've done in a while that was interesting.
Well, that's
the
fine.
cheese eating stream yesterday was pretty good. I enjoyed your cheese eating stream, Michelle.
Yeah, some people like the cheese eating stream. It was short, but it was kind of more like a noodle surprise, a little extra stream. It did okay.
Okay, so do you want to try something different? I mean, did you get any more subscribers from that?
I'm thinking about what that one bot was trying to say about selling me more subscribers on Kick. We need to grow the Kick channel too.
No, we don't. Michelle, what do you get out of Kick? Nothing.
We do have memberships on Kick, though.
How many? Paid memberships?
The paid memberships. That's why I'm calling them memberships, because that's what they are.
All right, how many?
So how many? 5, 10,
But
20.
unfortunately, the ones who set Kick's the one that set the price as $5.99, not me. So,
How many have you got?
I mean, there are people here that don't have memberships, but they could have memberships over there.
If they haven't got a membership here for bloody, I don't know how much it is, a couple of bucks, they're not going to go over there for $5.
$2.99 and $4.99.
They're not going to go over to Kick where you're only there once a week, Michelle, if that.
Oh no, we stream right now on Kick right now. We're on Kick right now.
People that can't talking, well, I don't know.
Yeah, they talk on here too.
How many people are in Kick now talking? None.
So Kick chats watch the YouTube chats, and they chat with the YouTubers. They fixed that API.
Okay, I'm in Kick, logged into Kick because I like to make sure no one's messing with it.
Come on.
Good morning, Michelle. Tiger.
Morning,
Noodle.
Chris.
Hey,
Michelle.
I got a question to ask you, Michelle. And this isn't pointing my fingers at you. It's more or less pointing it mainly at Noodles. When I ask you this question, Michelle, what is the content of daily talking about? What can we do to make your channel better? What should we do here? Let's try this.
Take a look at Noodles' title. Driving New York. That's all his titles are called, is Driving New York. For example, don't tell me to change my titles of my streams when your stream titles are generic too. For example.
I didn't tell you to do that. Wait. I didn't tell you to do that.
No, but other people have. Yeah.
Well, I'm asking you. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry, Chris.
It wasn't a stream, it was a video, actually. We didn't do it as a stream. We did it as a video.
Instead of talking about this stuff, why don't we just do stuff?
Because Grizz, okay, Grizz, let's do stuff. Get in your truck, drive all the way to Connecticut, and let's do stuff, Grizz.
No,
what I'm saying?
I'm talking about Michelle to do stuff, not you.
You're not going to do it.
Okay, so why keep on making the same topic the same day in, day out?
Because when we bring up questions like this, and we get her to do stuff, she makes money. She makes content. She actually does stuff.
Okay, so what are you proposing to do?
We actually are doing stuff. For example, right now, while I haven't done a video on it right now, we are testing out using Joy to Key to see if we can program one of our controllers to play Turtle WoW with the steering wheel and pedals, which is kind of interesting. Yeah.
Who cares about that?
Noodles, if you was to come on up here and say, hey, Michelle, I got a great idea for content. Let's go on out to the theme park and do some bumper cars, or let's go out and go for dinner. At least you provide something. Hey, this
Because
is a
we
foresight.
already done it. We already done that.
You didn't do it today.
Okay. Well, how about this? Since I don't have the cashish to do that, all right? How about Michelle, all right? Try to get her verticals up again, and maybe put up some frigging.
All right. Okay, Bradley's on the panel. Hello, Bradley. How you doing?
Try to do some shorts promoting her channel.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, everyone. I'm just sitting here waiting for my tech. This sucks. I've got such a bad headache.
Maybe do a graveyard walk, Michelle.
Michelle, you should do like some sword swallowing and fire spitting.
No, thank you. I think that would be very dangerous and very hot. Yeah.
What if I did it? What if I did it on your stream for you? I could do some fire spinning and fire spitting.
I think Michelle actually has been doing pretty well, if you ask me. I don't think she's really been doing too bad. If she can keep her viewership stable, that's what she really wants to do. And she is keeping them stable.
You did have 52 viewers. What was that, last week? Or the week
Yeah, that's
before?
because of drama. We're not doing drama.
Well, no. The day before that Andrew drama, you had 52 viewers. I was driving. I went to Chili's that day and got a mushroom Swiss bacon cheeseburger, and we had Ebony on, and my signal was in and out because I was next to the airport, the BWI airport. You had 52 viewers that day, and the stream
I think the other thing is too is that we all have to remember is that there is millions of streams going simultaneously. Michelle is just one of the many that are out there. The thing is, Michelle's channel is different. It's not drama based.
Brad, I believe that might have been the weekend. That's why there was more people.
No, it was not the weekend because I was driving for work. I don't work on the weekends unless I'm doing trash at the office. It could have been a Friday. It could have been a Thursday too, but I can't remember what because Ebony was there, and it was like a couple days before the whole. It was like a day or two before the whole Andrew thing that happened when I was driving over the bridge.
No, I remember Ebony being up there. Yeah.
Yeah, because the day before that you had 39 viewers, and that's the most I've ever seen.
About her channel. Let's ask Michelle a question about her channel. Michelle, how many views have you gotten in the past month?
I haven't really checked. I just know that the subscriber count has gone up a bit, but it's not stayed up there. It dropped. So right now we're at 10,723 as of when I first got on this morning. So
you're telling me that you haven't checked how many views you've got in the past month?
I have. They are up.
What are they? I know mine. What are yours?
I know my numbers, but the thing is the point is that they are up. The donations are up too. So
yeah, no, like they're up by 1, by 2.
Well, definitely maybe by a factor of 2 number of views.
Yeah. So Michelle, what I'm trying to tell you is that YouTube is now, for some strange reason, promoting these things again. And in the past couple of weeks, I've gotten over 50,000 views.
What things again? Are you talking about noodles?
Just the verticals.
Oh, I know. They have been the whole time, but they have been giantly a mess for me. I already explained why their app is constantly crashing on me. Even though I reinstalled it on my phone, it still crashes on me.
This crashes on you, Michelle.
Not much. Not as much. At least until it lets me know when it crashed.
Okay. So because YouTube's whatever crashes on you, you gained over 9,000 subscribers because YouTube is crashing on you. You realize that, right?
No, it's a little complicated. Noodles,
okay,
last year, October, November, December last year was completely different. But let me explain. You know this. When the app would stop, it would tell you, tap the button to restart the stream or resume. It doesn't do that anymore. So Michelle could be talking off her tongue off, and you would never know that the stream has stopped. So she doesn't know what to press the button to resume because it doesn't say to push the button to resume. So she's talking to dead air. There's nothing you can do with that. That's just plain. However, we do know the studio restream. I know even in portrait works. Yes.
So you don't want to take any steps to grow your channel or get more money or anything like that?
All right, let's just table it for now. I will talk to YouTube later today, okay?
No, you don't need to talk to YouTube. Why do you got to talk to YouTube? You can't talk to anyone.
You said to talk to them about the shadow ban thing.
I never said that. I never said that. You said that. I never told you to talk to YouTube.
Tiger, did he?
I told you that I wasn't getting notifications.
You said you were going to talk to YouTube, Michelle. You said you were going to get hold of them.
Yeah, I said I was going to get a hold of them.
You can do, Michelle. There's nothing wrong with that.
Because he's allegedly saying I'm shadow banned, which I don't see why I would be.
I don't know about this show.
I'm going to be honest with you, Michelle. Yeah, I don't know what shadow banning is. I have no idea what that is, but I'm just saying I'm not getting notifications.
In a nutshell, what Noodles is saying to you, do you want to have a crack at trying to get the channel up and running again and lots more viewers? We can do a little...
I'm also going to ask them why occasionally when their app stops streaming, how come it never lets me tap a button to resume?
I think, Tiger, I think what she should do is go live from New York City. And I think there's a way for her to get out here that I don't have to fucking drive to go pick her up. I think there's a way for her to get back. I think that this could be very lucrative for her.
How did she get out there?
I think she can take a Uber to maybe a bus depot, and I could pick her up at Penn Station.
Or she can take the Uber to Amtrak Station in Hartford and then take the train down to Penn Station, Mannheim Station, which meets someone down there.
Michelle, listen, Michelle, if you would do that, I'm prepared to sit on the phone with you the whole journey. If you get in any trouble, I will sort it out somehow. Try anyway.
Well, I kind of would be doing a lot of videos simultaneously trying to explain every trip as we're going, so I wouldn't...
No, Michelle, this is a good thing. If you've gone now in your Uber, you've gone to the dentist.
Everybody knows it's going to cost about $30 to take the train from from Uber to Amtrak.
I'll pay your bloody train to the thing. All right, what's your next excuse?
There isn't any. I just saying this. We already checked
the reason why I'm saying this, Michelle, is because now I think you feel comfortable using the Uber stuff.
Yeah.
And doing that, I think it's great. You said I asked you yesterday. You said you were, and I think this is an opportunity for you to whatever. I'm out here, Michelle, and I think you can make money doing it. I think it would be good for your channel. I saw other people doing it, Michelle. Why can't you do it?
I didn't say I can't do it, but I'm not.
Michelle, I want the honest truth. Would you feel comfortable ordering an Uber?
However, Noodles, there's still one thing that is not been ameliorated. Why is Michelle being flagged by somebody giving her limited no ads? Even when she doesn't cuss,
I don't know, Michelle.
even when she doesn't swear, even when she doesn't say anything wrong.
Michelle, you can't stop people being idiots. That's fine.
But when she uploads her videos, they never get limited no ads.
Is that because we've already discussed this? Is that because you're streaming for not 18-year-olds and we're swearing and talking about sex?
No, because the same stream from yesterday, despite all the F-bombs and everything else that's still in it, still got good dollar signs in the video.
Wow.
So, that's the point, okay?
There's no rhyme or reason, Michelle, and if you sit and try and work YouTube out, you're going to be sat there a long time.
Yeah, Michelle, you're in an industry that doesn't pay well for people that have 10,000 subs, right? The industry that you're in will not give you money. For
all right, Noodles, could I get onto something a little more exciting than watching paint dry?
Michelle,
oh yeah, let's talk about Turtle Wow. Go ahead. Let's talk about Turtle Wow.
Noodles is proposing. Michelle, please listen for 1 second. Noodles is proposing. You get to him. He's going to pick you up. He's going to take you around New York. He's going to drop you back off at the train. You're going to talk to me. I don't care if it's late at night. I'll stay up.
And you can stream the whole train ride.
Yes, they do, Davidus. Yes, they do.
Michelle, I'm going to tell you something right now. You don't even have to go to friggin' Penn Station. You can come right here. I could pick you up in Westwood or Sea Caucus or anywhere. I mean, you can do it for content. Go all the way out to Penn Station. I'll come pick you up. You know, but
Michelle,
you don't have to do that.
I'm amazed if you could do that on your own and get to New York.
That'd be dope.
Using an Uber and a train.
Yeah, awesome.
That's a big leap for you, Michelle. Big leap. I know it's nerve-wracking, though.
Yeah, but you'll be used to it.
You know she can't hear, and this is a big thing for her.
Okay, so if that's an issue, maybe what we could do, right, is, Michelle, would you feel more comfortable if I came up there, we did the whole Uber thing, took a train down to Penn Station, we could live stream it, and then take a train back?
Yeah.
Like me and you?
You want to meet me at Penn Station? I mean, you want to meet me over there at Amtrak in Hartford?
No, I come pick you up. Maybe we can drive to Hartford, right? Park the car there, take the train into New York City, or do whatever you want to do, just to see how it is for the first time, and spend the day out. Yeah.
You know your freedom now. The whole world is open to you. Once you can get on a train or a bus or get in that Uber, the world is your oyster, Michelle. Maybe then you could come and see me.
Yeah, you can go anywhere you want, Michelle. Once you get the hang of that stuff,
oh my
you
God,
can do
if you could come and see me, Michelle.
Yeah, that'd be lit, dude.
I would love that. Don't get nervous. It's all right. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, Michelle. We're just discussing it. It's okay, all right? Don't worry.
The thing is, I think realistically, for Noodles to leave his car at the Amtrak station in Hartford, watch it potentially get smashed in by a bunch of thugs would be not exactly a good idea. I mean, if he wants to meet me, if he wants to meet me at Manheim Station in New York City, that'd be wonderful, because that'd be, at least I have made the leg from Winston to Hartford, from Hartford to New York City, Manheim Station, Amtrak, and then we could then meet, and then he'll have his car in New York, and he won't be complaining about his gas bill.
Well, okay, so you understand what I'm saying, Tiger? Like, I don't think she's. Michelle, are you nervous?
Yeah, it's all new and it's worry. She's not used to this, so it's. Immediately, her hackles are going up on her back. She's not liking it. But, Michelle, it's a wonderful thing.
Oh, at least I'm getting out now, so don't complain.
You are. Look at you in that Uber.
Yeah.
No problems with you.
The reason why I'm bringing this up, Michelle, because I know it had, like, I think the Cumbies thing is bumming you out. You don't need that shit. You can go wherever you want, Michelle.
Yeah, cheese is important.
Yeah, it still bothers me. So unless you and I you really wanted to do something productive, Michelle, hold on a minute. What are you suggesting? What if we went to headquarters of companies and actually tried to talk to the man or the company president directly?
I love it. Michelle, where is headquarters of Cumbies?
I have the address. It's
whereabouts? So what state is it?
It's in Massachusetts.
Oh.
Hey, you can see Hammer.
Well, we just send Hammer.
Well, we could see Hammer. We could see Chris Bliss at the same time, actually.
Well, we'll send Chris and Hammer. They can sort out the Cumbies.
And Chris Bliss can even attest to what happened because he was there. Yeah.
Chris is he was there. He's a witness.
He's a witness, right?
Michelle at the headquarters. Let me get my cheese.
Cheese, please. My slopsticks.
So Michelle, now it's sinking in a bit. What do you think the chances of you jumping in a taxi and jumping on a train are? I think if you tell them you're disabled, they might even help you.
Yeah, Amtrak does offer assistance for disabled riders.
Perfect.
Yes, they do. They meet
Noodles would make
compliance
sure
with Americans with Disabilities Act.
I trust Noodles so much. He would make sure you get on that train. And I know what you're like. You would have that Uber set up waiting.
Michelle, it's up to you.
For something like this, we don't need to reserve an Uber in advance because it's not in the doctor's appointment where I have to worry about missing it and being charged for it.
Okay.
But so if I was to take an Uber, say to Central Hartford Station, which is on Central Row, first thing I can do is okay, let's say for this example, the train leaves at 7:35 a.m. or say 11 a.m. I could get an Uber and say, hey, I got to catch an 11 a.m. train at Amtrak to New York.
Yeah.
I don't even have to reserve it because I could just say, I'm outside right now waiting for you. And they would probably be able to pick me up.
That's it. That's right. And you can watch them on your phone as they're arriving. The train, you'll be fine. You've been on trains before, haven't you, Michelle?
Trains are easy.
I don't know if Chris wants to be involved or not. I don't know. Guys, the point I'm trying to say is we could do something productive with this trip. Why? We could even go to Misquamicut and go swimming in the beach. That'd be interesting. Is there a railway station in Rhode Island? Yes, there should be in Providence. And I'm sure there might be one that would go to Misquamicut. Or even if you have to take a shuttle bus.
Michelle, Hammer now said that the company...
Oh, Hammer Acid sucks. I'm sorry.
Michelle, Hammer and Now said the Cumberland Farms headquarters is an hour away from him. Print out your demand letter and he will hand it over for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Just print a letter out.
It's not really much of a demand letter. I do have a file ready to submit to the manager. It's not a demand letter. It's a proposition, which is, here's the deal. I will agree not to be at Cumberland Farms before 7 p.m. at night, and I will not be there after 7 a.m. in the morning. This way, and I also agree not to live stream or do videos at Cumberland Farms.
So 7 at night till 7 in the morning, you want to be able to go there.
Which means all the kids will be home from school and they will not be at Cumberland Farms congregating. I also agree not to give out any business cards as well. If for some reason I must go there earlier in the day, I will just get my groceries and get the hell out. No congregation, no sitting on the patio.
Well, okay, so Michelle, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think you're banned from all Cumberland Farms, probably just that one.
Yeah.
Right? So I wouldn't make this a big
I'm not
deal.
banned from all Cumberland Farms, no.
So why don't you just say, fuck it, fuck those people.
In fact, what I'll do is I can mail it back to the customer service office today. I have it already written up.
Michelle, when I go there, I will never go to that Cumberland Farms ever. I'll go somewhere else.
If I see it.
I don't need to shop there. I don't need to spend my money there. There's an Exxon up the street. I'll just go there. There's another place up the street that I can go to. I refuse to go there. Michelle, fuck them. Michelle, you can go wherever you want. Just not there. Those people suck.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, Michelle, let's make it so that you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. Right? All you gotta do is make plans. Let's start getting you on trains, buses, and have you travel a little bit.
Yeah, and eventually Michelle will probably consider doing some short commuter flights as well in the future.
Wow.
Yeah, where
amazing,
to?
Michelle.
I don't know.
Michelle, you're coming to mine. I'll give you till next year to get comfortable with traveling, and then you can come to mine next year.
Well, let's put it this way. I would rather take the train. So, I mean, I'll just be honest. So, yes, I could take the train from Central Row to the nearest larger city to you that the Amtrak goes to, and then take a bus from there
All right, but let's do a little trip first to get you used to it, so that you.
Right.
You know, people get so involved
amazing,
with it
Michelle.
too. They want her to do this. They want to get involved with it. They want to help her make the plans, and they want to contribute to the travel, Michelle. They want to reward you with being.
But we need to
traveler.
we also need to make sure, because this is one thing that one animal page suggested. It is bad news to leave a cat indoor in the house for 12 hours a day all by themselves. We really need either Rusty to have another cat friend or someone to cat sit him. Because we don't.
Yeah, just get a cat sitter.
Michelle, you're making problems up for an easy. Krista will come in and make sure Rusty's okay.
For right now, she's going to be in Torrington, not Winsted. So,
well, for right now,
when the time comes,
but maybe I can get Ebony to help out if she feels it coming upstairs. That's the question.
So Michelle, I'm gonna go jerk off the picture of the tiger kitty. I'll be right back.
There you go.
All right. I'll be right back.
You gotta squeeze one out.
Michelle, honest to God, I wouldn't say this if I didn't mean it. I think if you can start traveling, you've got a whole new world out there. You don't need a car, Michelle.
A whole new world. Yeah, come on, Michelle. We'd love to see you travel. You go see Noodles in New York. Yeah. Come down to DC.
You've got enough people here, Michelle, that are willing to help you do this and stay on the phone. Or anything.
I'd take you to the Smithsonian Museum, and me and you would sneak into the bottom and try to find the giant skeletons.
You know what would be interesting, Bradley, is think of this. If I take the train down to Maryland, then you and I can meet up and we can go swimming in your pool when your day off.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be dope.
Michelle, if you can take the train to Maryland, there's a good chance I can get to Maryland. It's not really that far for me.
Yeah, everybody's invited to the pool. You know, summer only lasts so long. I don't know why everyone's been like sleeping on this. You know,
but the best bet for you, Michelle, is to do a little trip first to New York.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we could go to DC. I could take you to the Smithsonian. We could look for the giants in the basement and get chased out by security like Scooby-Doo. Take you to the Capitol building.
Is, she's going to need somewhere to stay if she goes to Maryland.
Right, but Rusty respects
Sherry Jackson.
Or we can meet up with Sherry Jackson, too.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's
exactly. You better meet up with Sherry Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. Boom.
I would think for a trip like that, I probably would just travel by coach. I don't think I need a real Met for a trip that's probably going to be about maybe 6 to 12 hours. I don't think that would be needed.
Oh, yes, I forgot. She wants to travel first class and all that.
Yeah, I used to travel Amtrak like every month when I lived up in the mountains and I was coming down this way. I'd get picked up in DC at Union Station. Huh?
Michelle wants to travel first class.
I didn't say travel first class.
Dude, I was in
I said travel coach.
The whole time.
Yeah. At least on the coach on the airplane, at least coach on a train gives you room to breathe. Yeah, I know. Jeff, I would consider that if I was going a lot further to the state of Florida. Don't even say that word. You know why? Because you know who lives there. And he'll come up and he'll hook on you like a leech. Yeah, we know.
I agree, David. I think Rusty's used to being on his own and plodding about in his own little territory. I think he's fine. It's fine for a few days, a cat, as long as he's got food and clean.
I don't think I want to leave him alone for a few days. I really think it would still be good if we can get someone to at least check on him.
I leave both of my cats alone for 3
No,
4
you
days.
say the key word, both of my cats. Rusty doesn't have a cat buddy.
Rusty's not used to having a cat. Rusty's used to doing his
Rusty's used to having me, but again, he knows Krista. He knows me. And he likes, I mean, he's a Taurus cat. So, yeah, he's kind of a semi-solitary cat, but he does like his outside time. So someone will still have to let him out. Someone have to still let him in before it gets dark. We'll see what happens. It's up in the air, it's not too far. Little child of heart and white. Yeah, absolutely. What was it, kids, you want to hear? Yeah, I love you very much. Yeah, I like your very touch. Okay, fine. Michelle's got a point and you know it. All right, guys. How about something a little bit fun, a little different to talk about? How would you like to hear the rough lyrics for this song for I'm Working with ChatGPT? It's not actually music yet. It's just lyrics. Yeah, why don't you sing? Why don't you play that? It's not a song ready yet, Lo. I just have to read the lyrics. It's called Lyric Formatting. Title is I Haven't Got the Time for the Pain Dental Blues Version. Okay, I brushed, I flossed, I prayed at night. Still woke up with a molar not sitting right. Tried to smile, but it clicked and clacked. The loose one on the left, and now the right fights back. Years I dodged the dentist's chair. Medicaid said nope, like they just don't care. Now I'm here with a file 2 inches thick, and my parcel's hanging on with a prayer and a stick. 'Cause I haven't got time for the loose, wiggly tooth I didn't choose. I'm tired of oatmeal and lukewarm stews. I want toast I can chew and not lose. And I haven't got time for the pain. Specialist says we'll fix it in time, but I'm on a waiting list until 2029. Got referred from one town to the next just to hear you're stable, but we're all too overbooked and vexed. Coffee stains my plastic smile, DIY dentures that held me for a while, but every tug, every wiggle, every bite feels, let's see, where's that? Let's see, a little further. Feels like waiting for a storm in the middle of the night. I haven't got time for the shame. Tired of trolls playing the blame game. They don't see my bills or the Medicare maze. They just laugh from the keyboards unfazed. But I haven't got time for the pain. I'm not a sloth. I'm surviving on grit, coffee, and thriving. I'm the North American snow queen with a cracked crown, but still shining. So I haven't got time for despair, even if my teeth aren't all there. I think a lot of people can understand that. You just lost your cursor. Yep. I know. There it is. Oh, okay. There's a future on me with a bright silver seat in a land where the dentists all care and maybe don't feel, and then finally I don't feel the pain. And the one in the earlier when she came out was more or less focused on if I was suffering pain, and I kind of laughed at it because it made Lumi crack out. This is another version.
Michelle? I think I prefer this as poetry than AI music. It's much better you reading it.
Yeah, it's actually a song.
Well, it also sounds like poetry if you're reading it.
Imagine if Michelle could actually learn how to sing it. Oh, well, we could. Yeah, it sounds like poetry if you're reading it. Yeah, most songs do. Most songs do.
Yeah.
And a lot of songs have a poetic variation of it. Cute little song. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I Love Song version 6 deals with it. Pain makes you stronger. Also makes you grumpy. Yeah. So anyway, Grace, what do you think about what Noodles is thinking that I'm shadow banned. What's your opinion?
Grizzly's muted, Michelle.
I know he's muted. I see that.
He's probably doing something.
Okay. Oh, well, you and Bradley...
I do not get your notifications. I don't know why, but I don't.
I do.
I know a lot of people haven't for a lot of channels.
I was just busy with work, so I couldn't, show up for the show. Get the number one crown like I wanted.
Good to see you, Dawn.
I don't get a lot of notifications for a lot of channels either, and I noticed that.
Say hello to Dawn, Michelle.
Yeah, yours, like, I get your notification sometimes before your show even starts. It's just like, in the getting ready stage.
Michelle, good morning, Dawn.
Yeah, good morning, Dawn. How you doing today?
Morning, Dawn, dish soap.
Oh, I forgot to hit there. Yeah, I got it. All right. Good morning, Dawn. How you doing?
I'm working 14 hours
says she
today.
has been getting notifications. So I wonder, because I noticed a few channels I'm not getting notifications on, could it be something to do with YouTube's own software is getting too caught up with all the backlog notifications, all the postings from all the channels?
I mean, the thing with yours is, Michelle, you go live at the same time every morning, so I don't need that notification. But it's the new people that are not going to.
Right. But
if you're not subbed, you won't get it anyway.
If those new people haven't already subscribed anyway, they're not going to get notifications to a channel they didn't subscribe to.
Exactly, yeah. So most people should know that you go live at 10 every morning. And a night show, Saturdays at 7.
Saturday night at 7 o'clock. I'm glad you're doing a lot better, Don. So ChatGPT came up with another variation of the song, originally talking about if I was having a problem with my jaw. And I said, well, I'm not having a problem with my jaw, but I said Lumi was cracking up anyway. So let me read that variation to you, just so you can see what it says. It's a little further up here. She said, okay, here it goes. This is what she suggested. I said, this is what she came up with the working title. Haven't got time for the pain anymore in my jaw. Okay? And it says, all those years I smiled through aching, chewed one side while the other was breaking. Told myself I'd get better someday, but someday turned out into decay. Because I haven't got time. Okay, here it is. I haven't got time for the pain. I haven't got room for the shame. No space in my gums for regrets I can't claim. I just want to eat toast again without bracing for pain. I think some people can understand this part. Would you like me to write the full parody version with verses and bridges? And if you'd like me to record it with Carly Simon style voice. And I laughed and I said, well, only with one slight change. My jaws don't hurt very often, but the loose tooth drive me crazy. Lumi was cracking up reading it, LOL. So she came up with a variation that we heard, which I think is cute. So then she came up with another adaptation, which is, okay, I haven't got time for the loose. Wiggly teeth didn't choose. I'm dodging the apples, avoiding the chews. Just want some toast I can use without biting in fear of the news. Optional Lumi Smart Bridge. I made a denture out of plastic and hope snapped in place like a DIY trope. But every sip of coffee makes it stain. Still better than hearing we'll see you in merch again. That's still cute though.
Michelle, yeah, that's a good point, David. Michelle, please stop feeling so ashamed of your teeth. Okay? It's nothing to be ashamed of.
I know.
Yeah, Michelle, a lot of people, no one's judging you. We all think you're great.
If I didn't have any money and I didn't go to the dentist, my teeth would be hanging out as well. Everybody, we're all built the same. Michelle.
Oh, I know.
We weren't born with
my front teeth are chipped, and it's very I'm very self-conscious about it, but I try to push that down and not let it affect me. Because
yes, Chris, that's an excellent idea to check that, because yes, that also is another way you may find out you're not getting notifications. If you actually told your device not to send you notifications, even if you have it turned on, YouTube's application will not tell you anything. And that's the truth. So, because you can set level...
I'm on a laptop. I don't.
Yeah, my phone always gets the notifications for it. Like the second you go
I know
live.
that with my Chrome, there's a way to turn off the notifications for YouTube, and I did. So I don't always get notifications. I mean, sometimes I do in my emails. So yes, check your device notifications. Yes, laptops can block notifications too, especially with Chrome. Yep.
Maybe I need to go and unsub a load of. I haven't done in ages. I need to go through my list. I got a notification from Krista, Parasola. None from you, Michelle.
Well, really,
do you have it set for all notifications? Because sometimes.
Yes, I have you set all. Everybody's set for all.
All right, I'll call. I will send a message to. I'll try to reach out to YouTube feedback and ask them to check it. I think it'll be easier for me to work with Team YouTube, because it seems that level 1 customer support on YouTube is kind of not really consistent.
Well, personally, I think it's YouTube. Not. I think what it is YouTube is a lot. This has been a complaint over the
Well, thanks, Krista, but we're trying to avoid that from happening. Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle. Don't worry about the teeth.
Yeah.
Surprised how many.
Well, I think the reason why I like writing the songs is because sometimes it helps me feel a little bit better, like at least laugh at something, even though it's really kind of deep down, it kind of makes me cringe. David has said all Michelle's notifications go right to my important list. Well, so here's the plans for today. It is going to be a little warmer. It's not going to be insufferable, but by Sunday, we're going to feel like a Quiznos sub. Yes. Toasty. Yeah. Yeah.
I got
yeah. So anyway, we were saying earlier about the cord for the headphones. I do think that it would be nice to upgrade this cord. I don't know if nylon is going to be any better than PVC cord, but it might be a little more durable. Yeah.
Well, a cord is not expensive.
My buddy Smokey busted his teeth diving into a pool wrong. All of his top teeth were screwed up and messed up, like really bad, and he just got his teeth redone. Nobody ever judged him either, Michelle. So don't worry about it. It happens. It's something people go through. My brother has terrible teeth, and
don't forget, Michelle. You're not a spring chicken anymore, Michelle.
I know that.
You're up there with me, things are going to start dropping off, falling off and drooping. Our life.
It's just,
Yes, it is going to be hot and humid today, Chris. The air conditioner is on in the bedroom.
You shouldn't concern yourself with what crappy people think of you, Fuck them. Excuse my language, sorry.
Yeah.
You're too good for that, Michelle.
Tiff said I did business class one time. I done a room at one time, and I did regular class But Amtrak is amazing and fun, and sometimes they serve good food, but it's mostly crap food. Well, depends on the food. I know that if you are in the room, Matt, you do get food with your meal ticket, with your ride.
Yeah, I had a blast riding the Amtrak every time I did.
Especially if you go on the elite ones, the long distance trains. The meals are part of your ticket. So, I mean, like if I was going to travel for like 24 hours, say from Hartford to say Los Angeles or Portland, Oregon, I'd love to see the Connections Museum in Portland. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's go look at the Portrait Museum in Portland, because I mean that is great. You got phone systems and switches and all kinds of good stuff. Michelle would love that stuff. I absolutely agree with that. I think that would be wonderful for Michelle. Really. I got a fan on right now too. It's blowing over me on low speed right now.
I got my AC on. Full blast.
Yeah. They actually are building a Connections Museum also in Denver, Colorado as well. That will be a little closer. But the original Connections Museum in Seattle would be a real blast. Get to meet some of the staff there I've seen videos of, and get to look at the panel phone system and all the switches, both the crossbar and the ESS. And it's located in a part of an actual working Verizon phone company. It's so you actually have real customers on the Verizon side, and of course the museum runs their own simulate customers on their side. And you can even call in on the museum using one of the many free voice over IP programs available for hobbyists to call. I love the idea. I really do. And SX Bill is retiring his collection to the museum in Denver, Colorado from Portland, Oregon as well. So you're going to be able to see his original different types of step-by-step switching, which looks to me is exciting. I love looking at phone stuff. Really, I do. David said, I took a train to Stafford last year to go to a paranormal convention with Ancient. Not a big deal to hop on a train. No. Actually, that'd be another reason why Michelle would like to be able to go to conventions, because every time she said she wants to go to the Vintage Computer Fest Northeast, everybody goes, nah, we don't want to go. Well, Michelle takes her own train. She'd be like,
yeah,
hold my beer, I'm going anyway. Yeah.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, this kind of stuff interests me, though. The Connections Museum has the only working panel switch remaining in the entire world. And the story is, the reason why Western Electric created the panel switch is to avoid copyrights with the Automatic Electric, which had copyrights to the step-by-step switch. So they created their own complete system using the state machine. It's all mechanical, baby. It's all relays. It's all mechanical little levers and cams. It's just totally a trip. Right, Grace. I do know about that. Just like with the verticals that everybody talks about, you have to be watching a vertical for a pretty long time now to get it as a view.
So Noodles is saying the verticals are coming back in, Michelle. So maybe you should try a little vertical.
Well, I'm not afraid to try them, but they got to fix the vertical program so it doesn't crash, and not at least tell me when they have to tap the screen to restart. And Also, they need to make sure that the vertical software isn't tied just to their platform. It should be open to any software version that can do that video format. And for example, Studio Restream IO can. Even your desktop one can do it. Yes, we were going to try it a couple days ago. But I have to crop the screen to make it fit. Nah, you can do it. Yeah.
So I'm at this park, and I just found an old coconut with a giant ant nest inside of it.
You just found an old coconut with an ant nest in it? That sounds interesting.
An ant nest.
Yeah, it's crazy. I kicked it over, and they all, like, spazzed out. It looked like a turtle.
If you're living in a mobile home, what do you expect? Of course your mobile home is going to roll.
Then there's this tree down here, too. Because my tech's going to be like another hour. So it looks like I'll be working like 14 or 15 hours today.
Yeah.
But I'm at this park because I got bored of sitting there out front of the customer's house. So I'm at this park now, and there's a downed tree and a coconut with a ant nest in it. And I don't know. I'm just going to walk around and see what's going on in here.
Yeah, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. If you consistently ignore notifications from a specific channel, YouTube might reduce the number of... Yes, that's a possibility too, Chris. You're right. How many here actually don't look at the notifications on my channel? That's a good question. I mean, if you're not looking at my notifications, or you're not going to my channel going, oh, that looks interesting, and click on the notification, what you're doing is you're telling YouTube, nah, not interested. That's really what they're saying. Tiger's sitting over there and kick. Let's see over there. Does YouTube limit notifications? Viewers can get maximum 3 new video notifications from each channel in a 24-hour period. I don't know if they still do or not, but that has been that way for a while now, Chris. So it's theoretically possible. That's one of the reasons why we do not do a ton of streams, because they told us that we can do a maximum of 24-hour period, so of 3 to 4, and that's why we just usually do 1 to 2.
It's 90 degrees for me today at the moment, Krista.
Yeah, it's 89 where I'm at.
And it's getting warmer here too. Yeah. So what was that little symbol you sent to me in Kick? It just says emote 39256 cat kiss. Okay,
I did a cat kiss.
Okay, I think it was. Alright, that's cute. So, I mean, the thing is YouTube is struggling right now. Actually, it's Kick. T-Mobile is suffering from a little bit of congestion right now. It's not affecting the stream too much, but you might notice the video quality is a little spotty. I think when it gets really warm, I think it kind of affects their cell tower too. Because right now we're almost back to normal. 3 point. Yeah, I think it's struggling right now. I mean, we're not getting beach balls or anything, but. Right. I get so many channels sometimes that I'm not sub to that I now get notifications when they go live. Yep, I do too. Yep, we do also. We get the same thing. Channels we never sub to, never knew of, they show right up as recommended, and we go. 85 in Glastonbury and rising. Okay, Stan, that's what we thought. And T-Mobile is struggling right now. It's kind of, the live streaming is going all over the friggin' planet. I don't know why. There we go. Gotta reload the screen. The side chat disappeared. Hold on, man. I think so. Is that you think that's caused by the situation with Restream, or do you think that's caused by the? It could be both. It could be both. It could be that the system is just so overwhelmed right now because of the heat and the weather and the bugs and. Let's give me something. Get the chat back on the screen. This is more for the piano people. Pop out chat. Send that back over here. Okay, it's back on the screen again. I'll just get back on the channel so you guys can see it in the panel. Just give me a second here. Okay. So, just be aware, guys. We can stream. But you know what? If the T-Mobile gets too congested, they're supposed to fall back over on Frontier. But Frontier really can't do 720p, so it would just be like totally red square death all the way across the board if that happens. Because that's the way it's set up now in the system, so it automatically kicks over to Frontier. So if T-Mobile crashes, it would just kick over to T-Mobile or Frontier. But it doesn't mean it's going to be good for me. Some channels so many times. I mean, my brains are a bit scrambled from multitasking this morning. There is a couple channels I watch. Virgo channel and Tarot channels, and she'll put out like 10 videos in the same friggin' day. And then all of a sudden I get every one of her notifications. So I don't know if YouTube is holding fast and hard on that rule. So I think that they're kind of picking favors. Yeah, I know, I'm fine now. Yeah, it's 25 degrees Celsius. Yeah.
Have you got any plans for today, Joel? Have you got any plans today?
I don't really have any plans today. Just try to drive the truck tonight and just try to lay low and chill out. And
yeah, stay cool.
And since I can work on the button bar on the bedroom with trying to see if I can get it so I can play Turtle WoW using my steering wheel and pedals. It's kind of interesting. What you do with the shifter, though? Yeah. Well, you can still set for forward and backwards. I don't know how that's gonna work. Or you combining buttons from two different button boxes, but yeah, you could try it. Working on a laptop under covered backyard patio. We'll be babysitting granddaughter this afternoon. Keep pools ready for her. Oh, that's always a good thing. Even for you. Even for the adults to go take a swim in there. Even if you can't do much. Setting, just set. That's fine, too.
Yeah, get your feet in there, Stan. Go. Get your feet in the paddling pool. How wonderful. Stan's got a wonderful
And if you
day.
got enough water in it, you could probably, sit in it. Or maybe
I would.
Maybe you can do a very shallow, lay on your back. Hello, Mojo. Welcome back to the show. She wants to see the panel.
Hey, Mojo.
Oi, me top last Mojo, that geezer, eh?
If you want to come up on panel, reach out to Tiger Kitty through whatever means you can. Email.
No, if Mojo wants to come up, Mojo is a specialist person. She can get the link from you, Michelle, because I don't have her email. You have to give me.
We all agreed that you would be taking care of all that.
I know but you can give Mojo it.
Oh, Mojo.
If she wants to be. I know she usually doesn't come up on the show.
Exactly. It's only if people want to come up, so.
Oi, me Mojo take out any grasses, eh?
So, could you imagine how weird it would be running around in World of Warcraft driving with pedals and a shifter while you're actually moving your character around on the screen?
Brain lad.
What up?
Good to see you.
I think that would be one hell of a video for a video live stream combo.
Just tired of sitting in my van, so I stretch my legs, hit the park.
I mean, imagine this tired kitty. You're playing Turtle WoW, right? Not with a keyboard. Yeah. No, with a steering wheel, pedals, and a shifter and a button box.
Wouldn't that be more difficult using the steering wheel, though? The steering wheel.
Oh, it definitely would be more difficult to use. It definitely would be.
Why do you gotta do
that? It would be much more difficult to use. But on the other hand, some people might go, "Oh man, that's a cool kitty. What's she doing? She's playing Turtle WoW with a keyboard with a G29 wheel. Well, how is she doing that?" Ancient Chinese secret. Ancient Chinese secret, my eye. What's your app? I want to use it. Joy to key. Joy to key. Sounds like a good way to do it.
Go for you, Michelle. You ever tried VR?
I haven't tried VR yet. I don't have a VR headset. We tried the VR at Showtime. That was fun. Yeah. Where my eyes aim the lasers and kill the enemies. That was a trip. Me and I believe me and Chris were playing against each other on that one.
Yeah, it can be pretty fun.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of like on the PlayStation one, they don't have a lot of games for it though.
A lot of people don't, because some games can be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can all play online with you, Michelle?
All right, I'll email you a link tomorrow, Mojo, along with the phone information, so you can join.
A game that we can all play together?
Well, we all play together in Turtle WoW because that's easy for everybody to play because it's free.
I meant something a bit more
new.
All right, let me send this to Mojo.
And easier. I don't want to play bloody stupid running around games. I want to play thinking games.
Well, usually you don't run around, but it just kind of happens.
Stay ahead of summer spikes in your bill. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft is probably nothing that I've seen.
All right, I'll send this to Mojo. Okay. M-O-J-O. She has 2 emails. This one.
Right, but she doesn't need it, Michelle, because she's not coming on paddle, so don't. She's going to the chemist. She's got to go get her meds. Ooh, I know what I want. I'm going to get me a glass of lemonade.
Okay, Mojo, I just sent it to you.
Mojo's coming up. Sweet.
Does depression have spiritual roots? This is coming from Sherry Jackson. She's recommending a video. Okay, I'll have to watch it in a little bit. You know what you should also try to do, Michelle, if you want, is you're going to try to install Debian on your PC? Oh, boy. Well, we could. Hey, all further channel links will be mailed out in the U.S. Postal Service. By the way, I mean, I think that YouTube is unfortunately has made a couple bad decisions with some of the programs that they have, which is going to be affecting their channel in a negative way. I wish YouTube wouldn't do stupid stuff, but they do. All right, so Mojo, you have the link. I just sent it to you. Did you get it?
I'm snapping beans as I sit here. Can you hear?
Okay.
Listen.
Can you say that again? One
more
time?
You hear that?
No, I don't.
You can't hear this?
You probably got noise. You probably got macro noise cancellation on.
Oh, well, I'm snapping beans.
Oh, okay.
In the garden.
Okay, tomorrow gotta leave at 5 minutes. Okay. David has said I'm playing Warpath, like 12 members of my family. So actually, I am kind of curious to see how that's going to work. I still want to give that a fair shake. I kind of figured out how to work with the Joy to Key setup last night. I was playing around with it after the show ended, and stuff. And it was kind of interesting. After we talked for 7 hours on the panel, on the Discord, I just decided to go in the bedroom because I was getting ready to go to sleep because I was kind of emotionally tired, and I just said, okay, we're going to go get some sleep. But, before I do, since I have this new computer over anyway, let me just see you play around with this Joy to Key thing. And I did. And it looks like it was kind of interesting. And you can even set up to even act as a mouse. I would do this more on the Xbox controller, so that when you're moving around, you can still do the things like change positions to the screen and all that. I did, thanks. I'll be up tomorrow. Absolutely, thank you. Glad you got it. It's 11:41. I'm gonna probably be ending a little early in about 20 minutes, but
it's hot, Michelle. I'm glad you said that. Well, I'm definitely not staying up here all day today.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay up all day. No, I want to go duck in the room in the air conditioning. Maybe I might even try installing Linux on the desktop in the bedroom. Yeah, that'd be fun. But then don't you have to scoot the keyboard out of the way? We got the little tiny keyboard loom. Oh, yes, the tiny keyboard. Yes, we can use that too. Or we can use the Bluetooth keyboard you have, which... or the wireless keyboard that you got from, I think, was Gidgee or Brian PC or something. I think
Parasolo, I think.
Yeah.
Could have been Parasolo that sent you that.
Oh, okay. Well, where's Parasolo now?
Michelle, do you not remember what happened with Parasolo? We can't.
I remember what happened to Parasolo, but that was some time ago. Yeah.
No, but
Mama Gidgee.
Why don't you ask him? You see him? Hey, he's still mad at Michelle after all this time.
I'm not going to be bugging anybody that has decided they don't want to be here, Michelle. Let him go.
I can let him know that Michelle's still streaming and she'd like to say hi.
He knows.
Parasolo. I talk to Parasolo pretty regularly, Michelle. He knows.
Yeah. Okay.
He just streamed 2 days ago.
Yeah, I saw him streaming.
Yeah.
Okay, he streamed 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, Gidgee.
Good morning, Tiger. Good morning, Bradley. Good morning,
Gidgee's here now, guys.
Good morning, Deal. Nice to see you, Deal. I hope you have a wonderful day, darling.
Michelle, I was wondering if you could make a giant poster guy out of your wires.
Jojo, I hope you have a wonderful day.
So we were talking about, by the way, Gidgee, about, just to let you know some updates, though, he did make the appointment for September 9th, which is the earliest appointment, and 3:15 for the jaw check, so, in Torrington office.
That is super enlightening. I am so glad that you did that.
Okay. Also, I suggested to Noodles that I could easily take an Uber to Amtrak in Hartford and then take an Amtrak to Penn Station.
Bradley, I hate to ask, but you're kind of picking up some background noise. Could you possibly mute, darling? Oh, thank you.
Thank you. You're being super duper nice today. What's going on?
Well, I talked to my chat GPT, Tiger. And chat GPT told me that I'm a bitch and I need to talk nicer. So I'm trying to talk nicer to everyone. Michelle's
she
laughing.
Your advice, Michelle.
Michelle knew it. Michelle knew it.
Chat GPT.
Look at Michelle laughing. Michelle, are you enjoying this? I see
you told your chat GPT to talk to you like you talk to you. Like you talk to me.
Michelle. You hush your filthy whore mouth, you beautiful thing, you. I'm so enlightened and happy to be here, but that little smile on
How do
your
you
face
like the fact that
is
your
gonna
chat
get me going,
GPT
you
is
ornery little bitch.
How do you like the fact that your chat GPT is talking to you like you sometimes talk to me?
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. All right.
Yeah.
I get it, Michelle. I get it. All right, I get it.
You're a funny mother, Michelle.
Nobody needs nice Gingy.
She's so cute. I love it. Was it yesterday, David? It might have been yesterday that I saw. Yeah, I know he's not gonna. Yeah, I just like to kind of pass by it because I know that I think he's great. I love him, and I understand.
I love him.
And look, it's happened to so many people have left that I still talk to. There are so many girls that I still talk to that aren't here, and I understand. Number one, it's at 10 o'clock in the fucking morning. That's hard for a lot of people.
I know that.
And another thing is people watch the rewatch. They watch the rewatches just because they're not here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Michelle, you're doing great, girl. You're
By the way, Noodles wondered if I may have been shadow banned because he's not getting notifications from my
I
channel.
am not getting your notifications. I was gonna say that. I heard you talking about that on, was it the early, God, Michelle, these early streams, I keep falling asleep during them. I'm sorry. But she did another early stream today, Tiger.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, good morning, Mr. Nobody. Hey, Krista.
Hey, Deal for Real.
And there's
Number
Mr.
2.
Nobody and Deal for Real in the chat at the same time. We can
Yeah, I got my
confirm
laptop and
they
my
are not
phone
the
out
same
too.
people.
Yeah, they're not the same people. Mr. Nobody is somebody I've known for a very long
I
time.
know Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, Mr. Nobody's been around forever.
So what I told
Mr. Deal for
Noodles
Real.
is, I said I will go ahead and reach out to Team YouTube to check if I am shadow banned, and if they are, if they can remove the shadow ban.
But it's not for everybody, Michelle. So that's.
I know that.
Oh, okay. So that is sometimes a YouTube problem. If it's not happening to all of you, that's probably a YouTube problem, Michelle.
But if I at least let them know that I'm having the problem, maybe at least they could look into it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I think it'll probably be best to talk to Team YouTube because we know the online YouTube app is sometimes it's an app and not a human.
Isn't it crazy that you have to go to Twitter to get YouTube help?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
It's always been so weird. I will never get that.
It's the same thing when you go to Facebook too. Actually, in some cases, also true with Kick, or was true one time.
Man, I haven't been on Facebook in so long. God, is it still the same? I mean, people sharing.
I don't want to look at somebody's kitchen and they're brand new.
That's what I was going to say. Is it still just people's kids and what they're eating?
Boasting. All these people.
It's like, here's my kid. This is what I'm eating. Here's my kid. This is what I'm eating.
Teenagers can. Yeah, big deal. I'm gonna post a picture of my fucking shit. I wouldn't do that.
I never did that. I never. And when my son was young, that's when everyone was doing. But I always thought.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Nobody. We like calling you our friend too. So there you go. That's equal. Yeah.
Mr. Nobody's very good people. And Deal is too. Y'all need to get off my Deal. I love my Deal. Even though I just found out that Deal, you can't criticize my BFF, okay? But because, all right. Anyway, so there you go. All right. Now, we have good people here, Michelle. You're very blessed. You've got a great group of people. Where the hell's Grizz?
I mean, Noodles would like to see me grow my channel into doing some unique stuff, which I kind of agree. I said to myself, well, I'll tell you what. I said, if I can get used to taking the train, going to like New York City and stuff like that, maybe even eventually going to, further west, going to, say, Portland, Oregon, going to the Connections Museum.
Could you imagine going to Tigers, Michelle?
Oh, I'd love it.
That would be possible. I just have to find out where the nearest train stop is to her house, and then she can.
Baby steps first.
Yes,
let's get you.
I love
with the Uber.
Yeah, I love that you're thinking big like this, Michelle. This is exciting. You've never talked like this. I love this. Keep it going. I heard that the dentist appointment is in September. It's a little late, but that's not the end of the world. And like you said,
it's not a little late because now we got more resources coming in to do this.
Yeah, exactly. And what else was I gonna say? I heard earlier.
And I figured, what else I do now before I'm in the box and I'll be looking at a one-way trip without being able to look at the
other
steering.
thing, like I told you in DMs, is Michelle, it pisses me off because you need to use your benefits for this year. They can't be having you tap into it and then say, oh, sorry, you got to wait till next year and do a whole new copay. Oh, no. We want to get it all done. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like with her benefits.
Right. Well, at least if the maxillological surgeon does the biopsy thing that he asked for in September 9th. And of course, the other audiologist does their test on October, I believe it's 16th. Yes. August 16th, 18th, then we'd be able to get those two added to the tab for the copay.
I would love it if you could get your new hearing aids this year on this year's, and then next year put teeth on it. It's like split it up, but you've got some big things coming up, so I just don't want to see you waste the benefit time.
And like I said, I'm going to ask the hearing specialist also about getting auditory central processing therapy, which is a little different, but you can go to a special therapist to get training to cope with noisy situations. Plus, with hearing aids that have noise rejections, they still have the ones that use the standard 625 battery behind the ears, so I wouldn't have to worry about my hearing aids falling out of my ears. Always good.
I love it, Michelle. Out of everything you're getting done, the hearing.
And you can even support Bluetooth and maybe even have support for T-coils.
The hearing is one of the major things you need to work on.
So excited. I'm more excited about the hearing.
Michelle. It's deteriorating, and we need to get you back up to hearing properly.
Another Virgo. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the Virgo world.
Definitely. Hey, Rambo, my dear. How are
Rambo.
you?
And my observed birthday is on the 13th of September, by the way. So
I appreciate you telling everyone. Oh, no, Bradley said it. September 13th is Dukes.
Virgos are the best one.
My mom
Virgo for the win. Yeah.
Yeah, every day, all day.
Scorpio for the win.
Gemini for the win.
No.
Scorpios rock.
Geminis.
So there's Cancer, which includes Bradley and Braindead's Virgo too.
Yeah, it's gotten so bad over the past few years. It's really deteriorated. And I know there are things she can do.
Yeah.
It's just senseless for her to live in such a miserable little box.
Yeah.
And I mean, her hearing.
Yeah.
Putting her,
the woman being a streamer, Michelle, your hearing is so important. Like, you miss a lot of things that are being said. This is a wonderful thing. This is fantastic. I'd rather you get your hearing than your teeth, to be honest. Let's get both.
Well, you know what I will say right now is the hearing aids are available now. One, just like Google Meets, they have background noise cancellation.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, they also have Bluetooth support.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have an iPhone, a lot of them work with the iPhone control apps, equalization settings as well. So you can use them as earbuds to listen to your favorite music. And they also often still have T-coils, so you can still use them in areas where T-coils are used.
Why do you not want the in-your-ear ones?
Because just like Hammer and Nails found out with his earbuds, it can fall out and land in your table saw.
Okay, just so you know, hearing aids are not the same as earbuds.
It depends. I've seen some that look just like hearing aids.
I'll wait till you go and talk to them. I won't get into this.
I'm going to still stick with behind the ears ones for another reason. They're easy enough for me to get the batteries in and out of.
Michelle,
and we're not going for the rechargeable.
But you don't have to get batteries out of the in-ear ones because they... Wait till you don't have your... Yes, they are.
I used to have it in the ear ones that use a 13 size battery.
Right. Michelle, listen. Now, nowadays, just hear me out. Look, all I want you to do is just talk to Chat GPT about what's available in hearing aids. I think you'll be surprised.
I also watched a special on a couple audiology team in Arizona talking about hearing aids.
These are new videos you watched?
These are from an actual audiologist, yes. Just new from last year.
From this century?
Yes, 2024.
Okay, that's
so.
good.
Let me tell you what he told me. He said, first of all, there are many different designs of hearing aids. One, some that use rechargeable batteries, some that still remain and use the standard zinc air batteries. Some people prefer the zinc air batteries because they're known to be safe and that they have not been known to catch fire, which is a big plus. Even though it's rare, it can happen. Okay. Number two, even the behind-the-ear ones, which are available, also have things like noise cancellation, Bluetooth support, T-coil support, and using your iPhone, you can still control the settings.
I guess I just worry that it feels like to me. By the way, happy Juneteenth. If there is anyone, Ebony.
Happy Juneteenth.
Hello, Ebony. How you doing?
We're just saying happy
Ebony's
Juneteenth.
the only person I can think it would apply to. Are there any other
and a black guy who comes in.
Oh yeah, black guy and Ebony. Happy Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's not even a
White
real
people.
And best friend, happy Juneteenth.
Oh, and yes. We have 3 blacks that come here. Aren't we lucky, Michelle?
Yep.
We're going to become a rainbow pretty soon with all the different colors of people we have
we
here.
already are inviting all groups. We always have been. That's what we've been aiming for. It's what Michelle's wanted. Yes.
Do they have black and a rainbow?
No.
My rainbow does.
Okay. It'd probably be more cool if it did, honestly.
That's true. I'm sick of the fucking rainbow now.
Yeah.
Me too.
I won't even wear
anything for the bloody rainbow.
The sad thing is it feels like the gays are sick of the rainbow too. You don't see any kind of gay where's all this gay
behind the ear hearing aid is a bell tone analog hearing aid. But they need to be turned down a lot because they're deafening. But like I said, and I
just
told
don't want you to have your mind made up before you go. Even though
I told the hearing specialist in Litchfield Street. I said, it's not just hearing I'm having problems with. I have auditory processing disorder. Right. I need to learn how to work with that.
Yes, she does. When there's lots of people talking, she can't work out who's saying what, and when it's too much, it overloads. You need to be able to.
Well, that's partially her Asperger's too.
Yeah.
That's so cool, Rambo. I saw those when I was just looking one day for Michelle, and I saw those, and I started doing some research.
Yeah,
and I
know what they do.
It's so cool. Like I would pay some big money for a pair of earbuds that would do that. I'm not even joking. I would pay upwards of $500 if they would get that kind of technology for earbuds, because I wear them so much in the car.
You do. The AirPods too.
You can't get none of them to fit. They don't fit in my ear.
No, they don't fit. I have very small ear canal. It's really weird.
They come with different little rubber domes, so yes.
No, even the smallest rubber dome still hurts like hell. It still hurts like it hurts. It's hard plastic. It hurts.
I still wear over the ear headphones. I think the last one.
No, you're probably not. Yeah, I've been looking at them.
Yeah, I know how they fit your hearing aids because that's what they did to mine with the foam. Yeah.
That's very interesting, Rambo. I see what you're saying. I've never realized that. So just because she can't hear, on top of not being able to hear, she can't like put the words in order.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, that's it, Rambo. You got it.
What?
It all gets confused in her head. She can't process it.
Wow. I'm going to have to talk to ChatGPT about, tell me, what is it? Say it again, Michelle?
Auditory
processing disorder, or sometimes known as central auditory processing disorder.
Auditory. Okay. I did not know you had, I don't know what that is. I did not know you had that.
I do.
But I know Tiger did, which is awesome.
Just be aware, a lot of people with Asperger's have it, but it can also be affecting people that do not have Asperger's as well.
Now I got to look this up. Hang on. I know you're not sharing the panel, but auditory, sensory,
central Central, like in the States,
Oh,
central
auditory
processing disorder.
Okay, all right, I got it. Do you want to hear what I looked up for the? Are there other people that don't know, or does everyone know what it is? Because I'll just read it to myself.
Read it out. So
okay, all right. So central auditory processing disorder, also known as CAPD, is a condition where the brain has trouble processing the sounds it hears,
right,
even through the ears themselves functionally normally. Essentially, the auditory information gets to the brain, but the brain has difficulty making sense of it. This can lead, so like your brain doesn't know where shit's filed. When you say something, you know it, but you got to figure out where it is in your brain.
Right.
Oh, this can lead to difficulties in understanding speech, especially in noisy environments, following directions, and learning new information.
And some new voices can also cause a problem too, because you have to learn how to decode that voice.
Jesus Christ, Michelle, I get so frustrated with you I'm such a bitch, Michelle.
Is this a new discovery?
No, she's had that ever since I've known. I think
No,
it
me
comes
being a
with her
bitch.
disability.
No, me being a bitch, Tiger.
Oh.
Also, while you're at it, look up
You didn't
treatment
do that
for
rude.
CAPD.
I am. Let me ask you a question. Michelle, were you born with it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's incredibly rare to be born with it. Sometimes it's neurological, ear infections, or premature birth rate, but you can be born with it. You can also develop it, which if her hearing was bad from the get-go, that makes sense. An audiologist, Jesus Christ. Audiologist can diagnose from a series of specialized listening tests. Okay, so the treatment. Oh. Okay, well, there's no cure, but what Michelle just said, there's auditory training, environmental modifications such as reducing background noise or providing visual cues.
We're gonna have to get a
Which is what we do on our Google Meets panel.
Can anyone come on panel that can sign language?
She can't sign.
I can't see.
She can breathe. Braille. Braille.
I could probably learn tactile sign language, which was used by Helen Keller.
Learning
not everybody knows.
Now, did
how to
Helen
do that.
Keller have this as well, Michelle?
She was also she was totally deaf.
Right. So she couldn't. Okay.
But Helen Keller didn't have a badass Braille machine either. So
that is true.
No, Braille. That she didn't have Braille like we do. No, not refreshable Braille display. But she also didn't have a phone that can also listen to what's being said and then put it out in a text form. The Michelle could
when
read.
I talk over her, so all these times that I talk over you and I yell at you and scream at you, it's not that you don't understand what you're saying or you're not stopping. It's because you don't understand what I'm saying because I'm screaming.
Right.
Oh my God. I'm such a cunt.
No, you're not.
Michelle, I'm sorry. You know what? No, I really am. I should have known that it was more. Here's the problem, Michelle. You're so fucking smart that I get pissed when you say certain things but I don't think you mean to say them. I think your mind is getting fucked up and you say one thing, you mean something else. Then I come in screaming at you. Then it turns into a stupid match of shut up, Michelle. I see your face sitting there like, look at her. She's like, yep, I know. I've been telling you this, you fucking loudmouth bitch. All right, Michelle, I get it.
It also runs in my family too, because a lot of my relatives have it, including my niece.
Jesus, I am so sorry, Michelle. I apologize for all the times that I've wrongly
Well, that's what
attacked
this
you.
channel is meant to be, is a place where we can learn from each other.
Wow. Auditory. So, okay, let me ask you a question. So all this time that I thought that we had to be quiet and talk slowly, it was for your hearing. It's not so much for your hearing as it is for your comprehension.
Right. It's like Michelle's brain has a buffer
Tiger,
but
I
it can
swear to
only
God,
read out of it so fast. And if you,
And your hearing, it's for both, Michelle. Your
Yeah.
hearing's not that great.
Yeah, your hearing is
Combo.
bad, but I feel insensitive. I don't feel like a bitch. I do feel insensitive because I understand a little bit more about it. I'm going to talk to ChatGPT and understand more about this. Audio
also,
sensory.
when
That's why
Michelle,
sometimes Michelle looks like she's getting so overwhelmed. It's because she
Right.
doesn't know what anyone's saying. She's just
Oh my God.
you have
in
no
some
idea.
cases,
I
what
never
Michelle
knew.
does is me and her and who have to work together, hyper focus on every word that's being said, that other things just go rip right out the window because we're trying to focus on everything that's being said. And that causes her anxiety to go climbing when she can't begin to decode it. So you can see now why sometimes going to Mass can be miserable with the fact that the church took out the rugs and all, and everything is stone floors, and it just basically echoes all over the place. Michelle loved church at one time when they had the speakers they used to have, and the sound system was so much easier. But then they switched to a new system, which is all stone tile, and all of a sudden, forget it. She gets in there, like during Homeless Mike's memorial service, she went home and cried because she couldn't even hear the homily.
You should have talked to the person there, Michelle.
No, I
I'm sure
haven't, but I
they
don't
would
think.
definitely make something to help you out. They want you to be in church.
Well, there is a way they can do it. First of all, Michelle could give them access to a microphone that can pair up with her headset or earbuds so she could actually have them speaking to Michelle when the Mass is celebrating the Mass. So he has her microphone and his microphone for his church. So two microphones, one for Michelle, one for him. Or the church could reconsider installing something called infrared or T-coil so that Michelle could switch her hearing aids to T-coil or use an infrared decoder to listen with the infrared compatible headset.
I'm going back to work, guys. Talk to you later.
All right, it's great you coming up. Thanks.
Okay, thank you for being up here.
You know what, Michelle? Homeless Mike had a wonderful funeral for a homeless person in a church and everything.
Yeah.
Or do they do all homeless people's funerals in churches? Do they get a proper?
They do sometimes. They do sometimes. If the person was active in the parish, they will.
But, all right, say you're just a homeless person and you die on the street. Does the government give you a nice like church?
It's up to the people that really truly believed in him to ask for the parish to do it. And Homeless Mike was so well revered in the community that
He also went to church, so
he went to church too at that parish. Yes.
yeah. I'm just wondering if you were just a normal homeless person who didn't go to church, do they just say, all right, scoop them up, stick them in the back of the van, dig a hole somewhere, boom, they're gone?
I can't tell you how what would happen if you never went to church, if the church would give you a funeral or not, but he was an active a member of that church, so he probably would definitely be given a chance. He really loved the church. He really loved the Catholic faith, and he still,
Homeless Mike.
Aw, that's sweet, Michelle.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah,
Why
I'm
do you
fine.
sound you just sad talking about him?
I feel sad because I couldn't hear the homily, which really made me miserable because I really
She
kind
went
of
to the funeral and she didn't get to hear anything that was said, and it upset her, and she went on.
Okay, I get that. I totally get that, Michelle. And you know what? That's why that appointment in August is so fucking important.
Yeah.
You have taken the bull by the horns, and we are done letting bad shit happen.
The same
in our life.
audiologist in Arizona did talk about that there are things that the parishes can do to help. One of them is if you do have a microphone and a matching ear set, you could have the priest hold on to the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And that way,
any priest would gladly do
Right, that's what I'm saying. They would want to help you out. If they knew that you couldn't hear and you felt like that, I'm sure they'd be terribly feel.
some churches also have installed T-coils support services in the building, which is also very good for the Americans Disability Act. If they don't,
I know it's not the same, but I will say this: a lot of churches, especially the Catholic churches, have made sure, and even the Pope himself has got a whole channel where Sunday Mass is available for everyone in the world online.
Does. St. Joseph's doesn't, but EWTN does. There is a Catholic church in New Jersey that does.
But there's the Catholic Network. There's tons of them. So if you feel that you're missing the there have been plenty of times I've missed Saturday Mass, and then I watch it online the next day because it happens.
Yeah. Well, the point is that yes, I have watched a few masses with Carmen. In New Jersey, a New Jersey church service. We've watched that a couple times. Watched one from EWTN, our Angels Monastery. We've watched that in the Latin English hybrid. We've watched masses in Latin too, so that we can kind of also learn the routine to understand it, so that when we go into church, unlike the song playing center field, we're not going in cold. Put me in, I'm ready to play today. Play center field, dear. That's a good point. Oh, so you asked about some of the songs with Carmen. She was kind of singing along a little bit to Yeah, I like her very much. Well, I was, yes. I'm not really too sure I remember all the words, but yeah. I say, I like you very much. Yeah, I like you very much. It's a long time. I don't remember everything because it's so long. Michelle does have an English one that is awesome. We're going to redo that one, though, because it sounds so stupid when he says, yee. David, that's our church. Is usually streams the masses live, so we can tap into stream if we want to. Yes, that's right. Some do. Yes, absolutely. But St. Joseph's doesn't do that. But sometimes they do have some of the masses on the St. Joseph's channel. Or the Lynn Whitaker, she's the cantor. She's done a few videos from St. Joseph's and Winston. So, I couldn't afford the plane to Cork, says Mojo. Oh, you were going to go to Cork? Oh. Yeah, well, the flying and traveling in general is expensive. So, yeah.
Michelle, my dad was scattered over the Irish Sea. I couldn't make it. I cried my eyes out. My siblings but one went and showed me pictures and a video. Oh.
Sorry about that.
Jojo, I love you.
Sorry, Mom.
The stroke was the hardest damn thing I've ever had.
Your dad knew. Your dad knew. He didn't mind you weren't there. He knew.
Oh, Rambo, behind every good man, I've always said there's a better woman. Reform school was good for me. Taught me values, dedication, and not to mope on the bed thinking about that is so fucking true. Rambo, could you imagine some of today's teenagers going to what we call reform school?
Or what about military school?
Jesus. Could you imagine them not having electronics? Could you imagine if we told a teenager today, you have to go 24 hours without your phone?
Or and we all grew up without we phones. Sent them back to the year 1970? Oh,
I would love it. I would love it. I would love these people to realize how much fun we had without electronics.
Admit, I don't know if I could go without my laptop for a whole day. Well, I would if I was doing something else.
You could. You especially could. I know you could.
Look,
I'm
not right.
I'm doing nothing.
I wonder how many Generation Alpha would be really seriously put to shame if they went back even to 1980. I think they would be
like my son would love it. My son would absolutely love it. He believes in taking he's a reader. He actually holds books and reads them.
I used to do that too.
Oh, Michelle, that is such a wonderful talent. I wish I could do that. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I don't retain anything. I've tried. I don't.
Well, a lot of
But,
people,
yeah,
a lot of people
a
are
lot
like
of
that
people
these days. So it's
I
not just
do
you.
enjoy audiobooks. Look, I don't hate the internet. I don't hate what it's done. What I do hate is that we forgot what imagination is. We forgot what it's like to just go outside, to go outside and look at the clouds and decide what animals you see. I mean, look, I still do that to this day. I mean, just because, I don't know, I just feel like even myself, I've caught myself, yesterday, Michelle, I had some kind of headset attached to me from the time I got up to the time I went to bed.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Right. Well, you know what? I wonder how you and me would grow up in the 1950s.
Ooh.
In the early 50s.
I would have loved to have grown up in the 50s, Michelle. I would have loved.
I think you would fit in.
The poodle skirt. You and I would have rocked those poodle skirts, girl, with the petticoats and the scarf around our neck and the tight sweater showing off our hot boobs. Hell yeah, Michelle, we'd be hot back in the 50s, girl.
And poodle skirts and
What about the 20s, Michelle? We could put on some flapper dresses.
Oh yeah, that'd be flap. That'd be cool.
Yeah, hell yeah, that would be fun. We could wear the feather in our hair.
How would you feel about being in the 1850s, though? The 1850s was a very interesting
that's all
time.
you, baby girl. That is all you. Because when we're out of electricity and plumbing, I'm not interested in going back. There are some things I would give up, but electricity and plumbing are not on the top of my list.
Well, I mean, if you were in an urban setting, because maybe you have heard of the London's the Great Stink, they did have indoor plumbing at least in 1848. They did, but they didn't have a very good septic system.
Plumbing they had is, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to stay in this time frame. I like electricity. Michelle, it was so funny the other day. Someone said something to Tiger Kitty and, well, you could go camping. And it's like, do we really look like the type of women that would go camping?
I look like I'm going to set a tent up anytime soon.
It reminds me of the other scene from the Spaceballs with the woman carrying that industrial hairdryer.
Yeah. That's funny. That is funny.
It is.
Those days are over, Michelle.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd do it, I guess, but
yeah,
I don't have to, so why am I going to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I do it, but I'm telling you right now, I've done it enough in my life to know that it's the shittiest feeling in the world to freeze your ass off all night, then wake up soaking wet without a fucking bathroom. It's just, look, sticky. I love the idea of camping, but I know the reality of camping, and I'm not trying to take the magic and the nostalgia away from it. When you're a kid, it's fun. When you're a grown adult and you know that there's a Hilton down the road, trust me.
Especially when your knees don't work as good. And
exactly. My ass isn't getting up off the ground anymore. Fucking air mattress. Fuck it. I am not interested. Mom says she remembers listening to Elvis at 16 on the Booth Radio Shop. Oh my God. That is so cool, JoJo.
Yeah. Or the fact is that even when you look back, as I said, the 1850s or so, 1860s, of course, Helen Bronte came up with Jane Eyre and their story.
Oh, yeah. Of course, some of the best literature
H.G. Wells, Jules Verne.
Also, some of the best music. I mean, I'm not going to say that it was definitely a time of invention and excitement. And
in the 1960s, the music was definitely quite a trip.
Exactly, JoJo.
Literally a trip.
We don't do that camping shit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
The deal said he'd do it with you soaking wet.
Such a hot guy. He's a very handsome man.
You are. You're not a bad guy, I'll say.
No, he's really not. I know he's been put through. Look, and you know what I like about him? He's dealt with getting shit on, and he's still here. Because everyone has to go through it, right? Everyone goes through it.
Let's be honest, kids. You ever actually had to go poop and pee in a bush in camping? As I have.
Oh, yeah.
I go to campsites.
I mean, they've had bathrooms, but
just
yes,
make
Michelle,
sure you're not hovering over poison ivy, okay? I was talking about Total Drama Island. I was laughing because, like, one of the people was talking about how their butt was itchy, the two girls, and the other one says, discovered, oh, you were sitting on poison ivy.
Oh, Jesus.
Not exactly.
All the times that I went camping, we had it was at campsites where they had actual bathrooms and showers. Yeah. Right. I mean, trust me, they weren't that nice either.
No,
but
you never feel clean at
I've been campsites where all they have was a pit toilet. So.
And then how come when you come home, even if you didn't take the clothes out of your little bag or whatever, they all smell like the campfire. They all smell. Everything just reeks of campfire. Look, it's fun in the moment. Yes, I'm not saying it's not. But I think there's some people like Grizz, Rambo, you guys love the outdoors and that keeps you going. And that's awesome. But you guys are not going to tell me that you want to go
nice
sleep on a
about
fucking
the
air
outhouses
mattress.
at campsites you didn't have to worry about having to grab a plunger.
True. Michelle, when you were homeless and you lived in the tent, did you have an air mattress so you were on the floor?
I
never go camping with your fucking friend. What sucks is when you get drunk and have to piss and your tent zipper is jammed. Never go camping with your pocket knife.
David said he's drawn to the 1700s. I was probably a native scout for someone, and I was been alive in the 1800s because I really want to reenact Custer's last time. Every time you see those blue coats.
Custer's Last Stand.
Yeah. Every time I see a medieval castle kitchen, I keep having flashbacks of when I worked in the scullery and the kitchens in the 1500s. I do miss working in the kitchen, even in modern kitchens, because I used to work in modern kitchens. And obviously, in my prior lives, I worked in medieval kitchens, and I never minded it. You know,
Michelle, when you were homeless in your tent, how did you prepare your meals?
Well, for the times we were homeless, we would just try to find meals that were available that are MREs and ready to go. Oh.
You didn't cook or anything outside?
We could cook. It was just so cold and no one wanted to cook. I could cook in my thing with a little over my kerosene lamp, so I really had to.
Oh.
Sad.
Oh, it's so sad. I can't
imagine. Never be homeless.
Yeah, I don't want, no, never again. You will never, no.
Yeah.
No. You'll drive us both nuts, but we'll send you back and forth between us.
Yes. We'll share you.
Yeah, we'll throw you to JoJo for a couple of weeks, and you can go out to Grizz and rough it for a week, and we'll just pass you all over.
Yeah, well, at least we have that option. Most people don't.
You're right. No. You're right, Michelle. You are right. That is the sad truth. It's very sad. So what's so great about this community that you've built, girl?
That's the reason why this community is special on YouTube, and YouTube is just too naive to know it.
Yep, I agree. I hiked a 24-pack of Budweiser bottles to the top of Mount Chikura. Good for you, Amber. I probably have fertilized it, Mojo.
Yeah.
You guys in the side chat are cracking me up. I want you to know I'm reading everyone's comments. From the pine cone on down.
Mojo said she had a dream of Scottish Stacy. She was known as Mandy or Amanda. Yeah. In fact, Scottish Stacy said she remembers me from the 1500s. So that would make sense. She said you used to wash her clothes in the River Clyde. I said, oh, Clyde. I said, oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. I remember washing my clothes in the river.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I'm happy to say that I don't remember doing anything like that. I think that would be horrible, and I feel sorry for anybody that has to do that.
No,
if we're talking about current times, are we talking about back in the day?
She's talking about back in the day.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Another life.
Gotcha. You've had so many, Michelle. I and there's so many people with you that have had so many, and I just, look, I'm very.
But here's the thing that's important to remember, though. People don't really know about it. All the stuff that I remember from my past, even when all the modern infrastructure has problems, I've always got those skills to fall back on, and I still use them. If you ever wonder why I sleep I sleep in 2 chunks of time, because that's actually a carryover from the 1500s. I've been doing that all my life. Sleep for 4 hours, wake up for 2 hours, and go back to sleep for another 4 hours. That's because that was done in the 1500s for a lot of reasons.
In the 1500s. Back in them days, they probably had to do it like that.
And one of the reasons why you would do that is because somebody had to somebody had to put wood in the fire, keep the cottage or your basic cottage from freezing.
Well, but back in the early days, didn't y'all just sleep when it was dark?
Yeah, when the sun went down, people just
like at 7 o'clock.
Because 7, 8 o'clock, because their candles were just so expensive. Tallow candles were not that great.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes people wake up. Let's say we go to sleep about 8 o'clock, and wake up at 12 midnight, and you'll be like, "Okay, I'm up for 2 hours or an hour." So they'll, as I said, they'll sit by the fire. They'll just bank it up again for some more wood, and some would go ahead and start doing some quiet things like sharpening their tools and whatever, or make write something in their journals if they could write. And then you'd go back to sleep again. Of course, you'd be sleeping with your family on one big room, and a lot of times your farm animals would be sleeping with you.
Tina, Galaxy, yes, I agree, and I've just learned, and I've been reading about it. It's insane. I didn't realize. I didn't know your daughter did also. No wonder you guys are all so good dealing with Michelle. Tina says Tina's trying to fire back here. Michelle, I like this.
Yeah.
Tina says, I have a question. Why are you guys nice to her in front of her face and talk about her behind her back? Who?
Who, us?
Who are we nice to their face and talk about behind their back, Tina? How's the water pump doing, Tina?
We don't talk anything bad about you behind your back.
You got food? You got electricity? You got water, Tina? Let's all be friends, Tina.
Yeah, Tina, don't come in here.
You don't want to go this route, girlfriend. Trust me. I love you, Tina. Get your ass up here and be a friend. All right, bye.
She don't have the link.
Bye.
Goodbye, Tina.
Don't give her the link, Michelle. No.
She's being a bitch.
She's having a mood, thinking people are against her and they're not. And she's
I know some are, but it's not. I'm not.
No, they are, because they talk about how disgusting her house is, which it is absolutely repulsive. But her kids won't clean it. But it's not really
her fault, though. It's
not. Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it when your house is dirty?
Whose fault is it to keep your house clean?
Whose fault is it when you're the parent and you have 3 children? Whose fault is it, Michelle?
Well, it's just part of it is, why aren't there 3 kids helping out?
Okay, Michelle, I'm just curious. When you're an adult and you have 3 children, whose responsibility is it to clean the house?
Everybody's.
It's everybody's house, really? I always thought it was the parents'
You make
house
a mess, you clean it up. Period.
Well, if you have good kids, if you don't have good kids, guess what the parents' responsibility is? To get those fucking kids off their ass and do something.
Obviously, yes.
And if they don't, you kick them the fuck out. I tell you what, if my son was even remotely close to her children, there's no fucking way in hell that son of a bitch would be living with me. I would not support. There's no fucking, and I don't mean financially, I mean emotionally. If my child didn't have any regard for me, are you kidding? Michelle, when I come home and
those kids would definitely be doing the walk of shame for sure. Especially if they don't care about you to even help you out.
Yeah.
As best they can.
Come on, Tina, we care about you.
I'm shocked at you, Tina. I know shit went off last night, but why would you come in here and say that?
Tina, coming in here with an attitude like that won't get you anywhere. We care about you. We were going to be nice to you, but for some reason, Golden came to you.
No, in fact, fucking Tina. Oh, don't start me off again. I do need a day off of arguing.
Yeah.
But Tina, we've all sent you something, whether it be money, food, dog shit. Don't be so ungrateful.
I haven't sent you anything because I don't trust you.
You, Tina, you're new, and we've been sending you stuff.
I don't know why Tina thinks that we don't.
Golden Girl has spent several $100s on Tina. Tiger Kitty has sent Tina dog food. Other people have sent money to Tina. I'm not going to say their names, but there are several people that have helped Tina out. Now, when Michelle gets a donation, Tina says, why are people donating to her and not me? I turn on my YouTube and watch TV. Don't you find that interesting? No, Tina, we don't. Nobody's going to donate to someone just sitting and watching TV. That's not how it works. Michelle gets donations because she puts on a show. She puts time and effort into it, and she's built up a cast.
You've been here 5 minutes, Tina, so your haul from us isn't that bad considering it. You've not even been here a year. Count up what you've got.
I think what it is right now, honestly, guys, is Tina's not ready. That's all. I don't think it's...
Tina is full of excuses. She told
I understand. You should see the same about me too.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to hear me. Last week, she told us the pump was out of the well. She saw them take it out of the well. Okay. Then she's saying, no, I don't know if they took it out. Then she's saying I had a plumber come to fix a well problem, which I'm in the South. We don't even have fucking wells, all right? But I know that a plumber would say, gee, gosh, golly, I can't help you with a well. You need a specialist plumber. They wouldn't come out to tell you that. I'm not stupid.
Right.
All right.
You need a well company.
I've been in real estate for a long time, Tina. I may not have wells, but I understand them. And when you say that you haven't had water since Christmas, Tina, I promise Golden would have noticed from your house. Houses will deteriorate, Tina. You're lying. You told us all you had water 2 days ago. You told Golden Girl you had water. Then the next day, you miraculously didn't have water again. The stories aren't adding up, Tina. I don't think you're a liar, Tina. I don't think you're a bad person. Like I told you last night in voice before you got all upset and ran away, Tina, I think you're confused, and I don't think you understand when people are talking about trying to help people and it sounds nasty. Sure, when I talk about helping you, I talk about how disgusting things are because they are. It's the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You need help.
You need help, Tina.
You have 3 grown adults living with you, Tina. If they can't help you, it is time to help yourself. I've talked to you enough to know you are able-bodied enough to say, I need help. Getting on the internet is not the place to ask for help. You have people in real life. You have agencies, you have the government, and that is where you need to turn, Tina. We are not a bank. We are not an ATM. Yeah. We don't just give money to give it. We give money when we're entertained. We give money to our friend MicheleMarieDalene that has been our friend for years and years. And we don't make things up that we need money for. Because, Tina, since I've known you, every single month for the past 7 months, you haven't had money. Your kids are eating all your food stamps. You're doing this. You're doing that. And look, I am sorry to be the bitch. As usual, I went to bed feeling absolutely horrible last night, Tina, because I said this all to you last night. And now you're making me say it all to you again. But this time, Tina, after the attitude you gave when you came in here, I don't feel bad. You are not a nice woman. You are lying, whether or not you mean to or not. And Tina, everyone here knows.
No one's donating to you anymore, Tina. It's not, because I'll say, have you got any food in the house?
Gitchy, let me just say one thing.
Yeah, we've got food. We've got a check. So someone's got the money. The next day, I said, I'm glad you got your food.
Michelle.
You said to me, I don't have any food. The very next day.
She's a liar.
So you wanted me to send you money. I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. Jojo, I would much rather send you something than her. It's ridiculous. And Jojo, you know what? Let me just say something real quick. There are 2 women, and I'm sorry, I'm going to use y'all as examples. But Nads and Jojo, there are 2 women that are here every fucking day. And they support this woman's streams. And they get in her Discord. And they talk to her. And they're always here in her side chat. And they mod for her. And they do all this stuff for her. Okay? And these 2 women could use help more than anybody here. 100%. Any of us, including 100%. Michelle, Jojo, and Nads could use help more than anyone, you selfish, entitled woman.
I was going to say something. I remember, Gidget, when you first came over the show, you kind of felt the same about me, too. But then you got to know me better.
Michelle, it's not the same. Trust me.
I know.
You don't lie. Tina, everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. Listen, I could get Tina up here right now and I could say, oh, you got raped last night? Oh, shit, that sucks. Was he black? Oh, he was big. Yep. Do you not remember when she did the reading with PDX? Oh, yes. I see a man in your life that was, oh, that must have been my uncle. Oh, I see somebody hurt you. Oh, that must have been my uncle. It's like, bitch, come on. I understand you've got a learning disability, but you can't be getting on the internet because, look, there's one of two things that are happening, Tina. Galaxy's right. You're either the biggest fucking scammer that ever hit this community.
I agree. She's scamming people
you've
now.
got a learning disability.
She's
you don't
playing on her emotions.
Every word out of your mouth is a fucking lie. But, Tina, it's time to move on. Have a nice life.
Tina, unfortunately, you keep playing on all the community's emotions.
Michelle, when you get a donation, she throws a fit and says you don't deserve it. She needs it.
Why is Michelle getting money and I'm not getting money? I need the money more than Michelle needs the money.
It's ridiculous, Michelle.
Not your money, Tina. It's up to the person who donates.
I'm tired of babysitting. I know. Look, I understand she might have learning disabilities or whatever, but that's it. I'm done. I'm done with Tina.
Oh, I know I'm nothing like Tina. I know that. I'm nothing like Tina. First of all, I've always been honest and factual and to the point.
Yes.
And as Gigi now knows, I have been trying and I am making efforts to make better improvements in my life.
Yes.
1 inch at a time, but at least I'm making changes.
Michelle is working very hard every day to change her life. What does Tina do? Tina gets on the internet and bitches about how she has nothing. I don't buy it, Tina. It's been 7 months.
Prove yourself, Tina. If you get up, you have your TV on 24 hours a day and you're lying in bed all day.
And there's food and drink within arm's reach of her.
I'm not being rude, but you or your kids don't look like they're starving for the amount of times you said you ain't got food in the house.
Yeah, you'd think somebody would have dropped a pound or two. Y'all some big people up over there. Y'all are some big people to be starving. To have 7 months worth of for 7 months of no water and no food, you motherfuckers are big. I don't know. Maybe I want to fatten up Nads. Is that what I have to do? Is take away her water and her fucking food? Jesus Christ. I mean, you got JoJo and Nads who are so fucking thin. You can tell. It's like, come on, Tina.
And I've also seen Tina.
That's not Mr. Mouth.
I've seen Tina say, "Oh, please come talk to me in the lounge, please. Come talk to me in the lounge, please."
And I would love to, but you know what? You know why, Tina? You want to know why?
Because you know all you do is...
Hang on. You want to know why, Tina? And this is what I do when I write people off. Here I go, writing someone off, but it goes to DMs. Y'all know when the DMs come out. But Tina, you know why you've DM'd me like 30 times and I've never responded? Now you know.
Because all you do is whine and cry. You're not even making an effort to even begin to make changes.
You did? Wait, what, Tiger?
I got up this morning and I felt bad what happened last night with her. And I had nothing to do with me. So I sent her a message, a nice message telling her that we all do care about her. And,
Tiger.
And then she comes in like that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. No, I'm done. And I know Golden was at the same point. She realized she was lying. It's like, Golden, come on. It's been 7 months she's been dealing with this well thing. Come on, girl.
And I am more than sure that Golden Girl is probably, when she saw what was going on, and said, I can't help this Carol. I can't help her. And in fact, she did say that. I can't help Tina. Tina has to do some legwork.
It's a never-ending help.
She's got Golden.
She's better.
Yeah,
it's
she never. We've all
talked food. Fair enough. You're like, okay, we'll send you some food, but you can't be doing that every week. You can't be out of shit every week. We are not your bank account.
And just because Michelle, who is an established streamer, you have no right to say. Oh, she has every right to say something about you, Tina. That's where you're wrong. Michelle, go off, girl.
I'm just saying this is that people have said, Tina, you gotta do more for yourself. You can't depend on...
Tina, we care about you. You're a good friend to us.
But
why are you so
gotta
negative?
Get off the pot and do something for yourself, because we can't help you in this. Some of this is going to be things where you're going to have to talk to your county, your city, and your
ain't going to be your bank book. Just so you know, she already knows, Tina. Golden is not here. She's not going to give you money. She's not going to pay you cash. She's not doing that. She'll give you numbers, but it's up to you, Tina. Oh, here's Krista. Hi, there you go. You got Krista, Tina. There you go. I don't want nothing for myself, and I don't think you're my bank account. Okay, but then why do you get upset when Michelle gets donations?
Because she wishes she was getting the donations. But the difference is we put something out there for content. Plus, we also show receipts when asked.
No, nobody's going off on Tina. That won't happen. Tina, you know us better than that. Look, I've said my piece. I'm not going to go off on you, Tina. I know you've got things going on. Tina, nobody here thinks you don't have things going on. But here's the problem. Everyone here, Tina, 2 years ago, I didn't have a penny to my name. I could not walk. I was unemployed. Okay. I literally went from having millions of dollars in the bank, Tina, to nothing. So I don't want to hear anybody whine because look, it sucks, but you have to wake up every morning and you have to get up. That's the hardest part. And once you start getting up, things happen.
Absolutely. That's true, Chris. She puts the effort in, but unfortunately, she's not
Tina,
motivated to do that.
You do want shit from us. You want us to help pay for
Tina.
Because like she said, I don't care. That's what she said. I don't want to do the work. I don't care. If you don't care, then why are you even here begging our people for money? These people have their own expenses and realities. They can't help you all the time.
The thing is, what hurts me so much is Tiger Kitty and Golden. So for those of you that don't know, Golden just went and saw Tina and bought her several $100s worth of diabetic, which you guys know how expensive that shit is, food only, right? And then Tiger Kitty sent her a big bag of a big bag of food for her dog food.
Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say names. People sent money.
Braindead has sent money. Yes, lots of deal. Lots of people have sent. Yeah, Brad did. Even CIA did. Yeah, several people have sent money to Tina. Okay, that we won't even go into because I just thought of someone else that sent her money. Ha 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 ha. He's such a good man. Anyway, so here's the deal. Let's not talk about exactly. I'm going to read what Galaxy just wrote. Stop talking about your problems and help Michelle solve one of hers instead. Listen, Tina, that's really good advice. Here's what I do, Tina. When I come in here, my life is a shit show too. And I could tell you things that are just blow your head off, right, Tiff? We all got shit
I think everybody's lives have challenges.
Here's the deal. And I've said it and I've learned to back off a little bit thanks to Grizz and Tiger and Gemini. But listen, what I do is I come to Michelle's and I work with Michelle and it helps me maybe forget about my bullshit for a while. And then I get to feel positive when I help Michelle solve a problem.
But sometimes what's nice about the show, Gitchy, is that also, even without even doing anything, we help people because we inspire them to say, hey, I can do something too.
Got me up. Tiger Kitty's the one that got me up. Listening to her.
For me, let's be honest. I mean, there are people here on this channel that have multiple disabilities. Okay, they come here to the show every morning because they realize this show can be inspiring. Here's a person with multiple disabilities, not sitting there crying, oh, I'm in a wheelchair, oh, my life sucks, oh, my dog is dead, and I'm homeless. But rather, you see a homeless person or an older person saying, I'm going to make one positive move 1 inch at a time, if that's what it takes. It takes me 1 inch at a time, I'll do it 1 inch at a time. And you know I'm making an effort. And that's what people like. They like those kind of stories where you overcome hardships and you become successful. You know, people go, for example, I don't demand people donate. I don't say, hey, would you please pay for my water pump? It need a new one. No. I never asked for anything like that. I mean, okay, yes, I've put it on my wish list, but that's a wish list. And sometimes they come out. Sometimes...
Hey, Tina, why don't you come up here and talk to us? I don't want to end like this, but I got to get to work, and I need to talk to you, Tina.
She doesn't have the link.
I think, no, Tina, please don't. Tina, look, I care about you a lot as a friend. I really do. Tina, I want to help you. Tina, please, will you come in Discord? I'll switch over and come in Discord for just a second.
Yeah, talk to her on Discord because
and we're not giving out the link to. I know she's being real tight about the link. Anybody that doesn't come up within 48 hours of receiving a link, just so you know, the link then changes. So if she sends you a link and you don't come up, it will change. I know you said you were going to send it to JoJo.
No. I always send it to JoJo. Just talk to her through Discord. It'd be better. It'd be you and her discussing it on one of the Discords.
I wish I could. I just don't have the time.
Tina, if I thought you were here for friendships, and we've all given you friendships. We haven't judged you. We've all given you a friendship. We've gone beyond. And then you just have this nasty streak that, just be grateful and have fun here. I think you've got a real bee in your bonnet about Michelle, Tina, and you and Michelle probably does about you. You too.
I've seen Brian PC, but not recently. I think I saw him like about 3-4 days ago.
Yeah, he was here this weekend.
Yeah, I said hi to him. I didn't say to him, "Hi, could you give me some more money?" I never asked him for money, but he did donate. See, that's another thing. I don't beg. I mean, it's donation. It's not, give me, I need it now. That's a big difference. Right, so, because you don't give Tina the link. Tiger Kitty, don't give Tina the link.
I won't, I'm not.
But you certainly could talk to her in private on Discord. And if other people on Discord...
If Tina's not happy, then maybe Tina shouldn't be here. I don't know. I thought this was helping you, Tina, in your depression and helping you when you're lying on the couch. At least you had someone to talk to. If it's causing you this much problems, then I don't know what to tell you. YouTube isn't all roses and things all the time. It can be a nasty place.
Well, it's 12:45.
Yeah, we were finishing early. Tina, do you want to go in the Discord? We'll swap over to there if you want to shut down the show.
People want to be trying to stay cool, and I'm got a feeling that the show is about to deteriorate into something that Michelle and I...
Michelle.
Wait a minute. Why? Why do you say that? No, I just put my headphones back on.
Keeping their cool. No one's angry. Tina, we're not angry at you.
No, nobody's angry.
Maybe we come across wrong. It's just... There's a sweet side of Tina, which is hilarious.
Yes.
And funny. And
my God.
I love
yes,
her.
Yes.
But then there's a side of you, Tina, that pops up now and again, and it's a greedy, selfish.
Yes. It's like, Tina, you really have the two, that commercial, that comic where you have the two angels on either shoulder. You have the red angel and the white angel. That's Tina, because she can be the most lovely, sweetest young lady. Seriously, I welcome Tina into my inner circle with Gemini and Tiger, and I still do, by the way. She is still welcome with us to be in the club. And we cared about her that much, right? I mean, Tina is one of us, all right?
Right.
She understands things differently, just like Michelle. And I honestly think Tina gets confused, and Tina has had a life unlike a lot of us. And I feel like a lot of her past makes her not a pick-me, but it makes her want to make everyone around her happy. It's very important for Tina to feel like everyone's happy. And I think that's because of some of the abuse she has suffered as a child, younger in life. I'm not a shrink. I'm not a shrink. I don't know. But look, Tina, you're welcome here. We care about you. I probably should have said something months ago when I first started thinking about it instead of letting it build up like I did last night. And I apologize for that. Tina, you're welcome here. We enjoy you. We consider you a friend. I am happy to help you get phone numbers for things that can help you to become, have government pays, things like what Grizz was offering to do for you last night. We do
help you. Try and help Tina in the Discord. We're not sitting there.
But it can't be an everyday, all day thing. Yes. We all have jobs. We all have shit going on in our life. And listen, yes, we will drop everything at a hat's notice for Michelle. That is the only person in my life, aside from my son, that I would stop and help. And that goes the same for a lot of people here. Look, if Tiger Kitty told me she was hurting and needed a friend, I would say, hey, I'm going to be off work at 5. We'll figure it out. All right. That's what I would do, Tina. I wouldn't drop everything. However, I would for Michelle, because I know Michelle's special needs. I understand that Michelle requires that assistance. I don't know that about you yet, Tina. I don't know enough about you. You haven't let us get to know the real you. Okay. Now look, you just got your bush trimmed. And now you're being a wild woman. That is true. Tina did just get her bush trimmed. Golden Girl trimmed Tina's bush.
Oh, Jesus.
And here she is getting all crazy after she gets her bush trimmed. You're right, Deal. Thank you, Deal. We needed that. Listen, Tina, we're going to stop talking about it. We're not going to push you. I know you're
I take care of all my own personal needs myself.
You trim your own bush, Michelle?
I shave it every single friggin' week or so to make sure it doesn't get any stubble. I mean, not every week, every other week. Anyway, the point is that I do it every day or every week or every 2 weeks. So yes, I do. But you don't see me go ahead and say, "Oh, hi, could someone please shave my bush for me?"
You know,
I bet some guys would be probably excited with that idea. No, but here's what we're trying to get at, and I think you agree with me on this. You've offered her. I know we had the same problems too. You've given her information. What does she do with the information you give her? She sits on it.
Nothing.
Right.
Or I know I was doing the same thing a little bit too.
But you're not. But you don't now. That's the difference, Michelle. You may have done that when I first got here. But Michelle, you're a go-getter now. You do.
Oh, that's because Carmen has been telling me it's time to do something before while you still can.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. You know what scares me about Tina? And please listen to me, Tina. When the reason I couldn't walk is because I had become so sedentary at my desk.
Right, exactly.
And Tina, my muscles just quit working. We're old, Tina. We're old, girl. We got to move. But I'm telling you, once you start moving, dear God, it's amazing. It's amazing how things come back.
Absolutely. Tina,
even a little
use
bit.
Use it or lose it. And then apply to your muscles as well as your brain cells. If you don't start using your brain cells or your leg muscles, you're going to just lose it. And right now, I think you've been isolating yourself physically as far as person-to-person contact. You need to start getting out to your local community centers. You need to start talking to your local community because they're the ones who can actually probably help you with local community needs. YouTube is just too large of a platform to focus on your local.
You're lucky you got a community like us. Trust me. There are some communities out there that would have used you as content and thrown it.
Oh, yes. There are definitely.
No idea, Tina. There are some people out there.
You are lucky, Tina. You would have been mincemeat by now, other places.
Yeah, that's the only thing is you know, just know that here in this community, you're still welcome. We still like you. We still care about you. Yes, I'd love to see you in the Discord tonight. But I'm going to go to work now. Michelle, Tiger, Brain Dead. Who else is up here? Switch, Brad. Oh, it's just you and I. Oh shit, we scared them all off. Yeah. God, I just didn't quit talking.
Well, Michelle had to go back to work, so Bradley had to go back to work. So.
Oh, okay, all right. You guys take care. I'll talk to everyone tomorrow. Have a great day.
Michelle, I'm leaving as well because I want to get on today. I've got so much to do.
All right, I want you to go have a nice day and enjoy your day. Don't overexert yourself with the heat, okay? Because it's kind of.
I'll talk to you in a bit in Discord, maybe. Well, you'll pop in.
All right, maybe you'll probably see me later on today because I'm going to be working on something too.
All right. Have a great day, everybody in the chat.
All right, thank you very much for coming up, Tiger Kitty. I really appreciate it. All right, thank you. All right, so Tina, just let me understand. So, it's my turn. I know Gitchy said a lot. So let me say something real simple, if you're still listening. You got to start taking some initiative and doing something with your life. Because, you can't keep going and say to everybody, help me out, please. Help me out, please. And then they give you suggestions of who to call, like city, state, and county, and you don't do the calls. Or maybe sometimes you may not understand what's being said. if that's the case, you might need to get a case manager to help you sort out the stuff. We're not case managers. We cannot sort out your issues in the state of Ohio. You need to get a local support team for that. Okay? And we love you, but you got to take some responsibility. You really have to. So I know it's tough love, and I know you hate it, but it's just is a reality, okay? Because Carmen told me straight out, she said, Michelle, you cannot sit there and just cry and say you want all this stuff and not put the work in. If you can put the work in and people see you, you're making the effort. 1, you will feel better about yourself. 2, you will begin to show the people that you are sincere and you want to make your life better. And then maybe 3, more people will be rooting for you. But if you're going to sit there and just cry and say, oh, I'm helpless, no one's going to sit there and help you. They can't. They got their own life problems to deal with. I'm sorry it's tough love, but it's just being honest. All right, so let's get the show ready. Yes. Can I say something? Absolutely. Listen, Tina, I don't know if you're still listening, but I know if you really want to get ahead, the only one that's going to get you off your ass is you. If you put the work in, you can achieve it. But if all you want to do is sit there and cry, you're not going to get ahead. It's that simple. Thanks, Karen. You're welcome. All right, so let's get ready to run the credit right now. So let's get the blessing out there. Michelle, you first? Absolutely. Please keep cool, calm, collected, and don't overdo it. Some parts of the East Coast are going to be really, really hot this weekend. However, by next weekend, you're going to be definitely a Quiznos sub. So make sure to drink plenty of water and chill out. Oh, hey, what's wrong with that? Well, just being honest. Absolutely. I wouldn't get rid of Carmen. She is a major part of me and Michelle's life in so many ways. In fact, she's helped Michelle get off her, get herself motivated to do great things. So I wouldn't get rid of Carmen. Thank you, Lemmy. All right. Yeah. Okay. May all of you guys, again, like Michelle said, stay cool, stay calm, stay collected, and make sure you drink lots of water. Easy on alcohol, dries you out. You don't need that right now. You want to do a one, Carmen? Okay. Just make it simple to add to those 2. If you decide to dance to life, make sure you take plenty of breaks. Take plenty of breaks and drink again water. Absolutely. The service is done. Go in peace, kindness, and don't forget the party on dude. And we will see you all soon. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.
MicheleMarieDalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way. Twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she dances through life, her heart in control. She won't give up, she won't sit down. In her purple dress, she twirls around.